Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong.
Break me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Who the hell are you?
Maverick.
I think this guy's a couple cans short of a six-pack.
Good evening, London.
Enough! Maverick! Bullshit!
I'm your huckleberry.
Why, Johnny Ringo. You look like somebody just walked over your grave.
We have guns.
No, what you have are bullets, and the hope that when your guns are empty, I'm no longer standing, because if I am, you'll all be dead before you've reloaded.
Just stay out of it, pal. It's not your business, okay?
I ain't your pal, dickface.
Why don't you show your face, you fucking coward?
One ugly mother.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Welcome to the first ever Stab-A-Thon, everybody. I'm so happy to have you guys here. Can you guys hear me okay, Carey and Bob?
Yeah, you're crystal clear.
Perfect. Well, I'm your host, Maverick, and I hope you all are as excited as I am to start this new tradition here on this channel. First things first, I want to thank you guys for being here today. And secondly, if you're watching this on replay, make sure you find the links to everybody here on the panel in the descriptions below. On tonight's menu, we're going to be watching the original Screams, and afterwards we'll be sharing our thoughts and answering some questions. So make sure you stick around for the entire stream because you may end up winning this Evil Dead Steelbook. So it's completely sealed. It's brand new. And oops, I accidentally started the movie without you guys. So give me one second.
Not cool, Mav. Jeez. I know you're excited.
Talk about jumping the gun. I am so excited. You guys have no idea. I've been dealing with a sick baby all week, and it's been one hell of a ride. We'll just put it that way. Okay, now we're back on track. Anyways, the last time I looked, I was 11 subs, but now I'm 10 subs away from 500. So if I happen to hit 500 on this stream, I will find something really cool in my collection behind me or off to the side of me, and that will be up for giveaway as well. Maybe we'll do trivia questions instead of pulling names out of a hat. I don't know. What do you guys think?
How do you already have trivia questions in mind, or
it's nothing that I couldn't, look up, either maybe Wes Craven related or Scream related. So I don't know, something fun. Nothing. I wouldn't do like, what's the square root of 7,520? I would do like, I would do something relevant towards maybe Scream 96 specifically. We could do either.
Yeah, I say trivia.
Trivia it is. Okay, so anyways, I'm getting close to 500, which is crazy. I never thought I'd be there, but like I said, we'll get to the stream shortly. But first, let me introduce you to both my guests, who I'm sure you guys are both very familiar with. We will start ladies first. And we have my bestie bear, who you guys know as Carey Craves Cinema, but I call her my Care Bear. She's got a fantastic YouTube channel. If you aren't familiar with her, she covers films, she does reviews, and she's got theory videos. Her ideas are so original. I know you guys will absolutely love them. And last but certainly not least, we have the goose to my Maverick, the live stream king himself, Bob Hunt from Hunting for Entertainment. Bob, our streak still stands. I have yet to do a live stream without Bob on here, and I'm seriously so grateful that you could be here, my friend. Seriously.
I couldn't miss it. When I saw the stats, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not missing this. I ain't breaking the streak.
Awesome. Well, like I said, I'm happy to have you here. Bob's channel is listed down in the descriptions below. His channel, he does a lot of live streams. He plays, it's PS5, correct?
No, Xbox One.
Xbox
Series
One.
S.
I thought you were a PS5 guy.
It was PS4, but then with the next gen, they didn't have any 5s in stock, so I had to settle for the next best one.
Yeah, the PS5 is that's one of those rare things. I don't know. It's crazy. Everybody seems to have a hard time getting that. But Bob also talks horror. Like I said, he's the live stream king. He's on everybody's channel all the time. So like I said, you guys are probably familiar with him. But he also talks professional wrestling. So if that is up your alley, Bob is like the ultimate. He's the oracle. He knows all about everything. He can talk about stuff from when I was a kid. In the 80s, he could talk wrestling all day. So he's the variety is the spice of life, and that's Bob's channel. So how are you guys doing? Let's check in with you guys. How are you guys doing?
Who are you asking?
But like I said, let's go ladies first. Carey, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm actually working on a Roman theory video, and I do want to take a little bit of this because I'm doing like a little bit of a backstory, and it's going to go into my theory.
Awesome.
But so far, I'm very proud of this one.
Awesome. So you got that in the works. Anything else that you maybe just did that you want to promote before we get started on the movie?
Oh, I'm just working on the Flirty or Fury like a Valentine's kind of series where I'm doing the lovey-dovey movies, but also the thrillers that have romantic elements to them. You know, just for fun.
Yeah. Well, passion projects, it's like you and I talked about with my Are You Afraid of the Dark series. It was the most fun that I've had since I started making stuff on YouTube. So
which I loved that first episode, by the way.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm working on 2. So 2 will be coming out. It was supposed to be this week, but we had a little bit of setback with my daughter being sick. So I was able to fit this in right after my wife got home from work. And I think tomorrow I'm gonna get going on recording and doing all that stuff. Bob, how about you?
Well, all I can say is that Royal Rumble had me bummed for the whole end of January.
Yeah.
That's all I could say on that.
I didn't see it, but I heard a lot. I saw what happened on Twitter, but I heard a lot of negative feedback. That's for sure.
Well, I don't know if I'd go as far to saying it was all negative, but some things that didn't make sense happened.
Yeah. That's fair. That's kind of more or less, I think, what I meant. So you got any projects coming up before we start this movie that you want to talk about?
March 17th, the day WWE 2K23 drops, expect to see a live stream of War Games. Nice. I have a new faction in the works. I can't give out any names because it's meant to be a surprise, but I hope you all will tune in and enjoy it.
Awesome. And I apologize, I keep looking off to the right. I got my computer here and my camera here where the screen is, so I'm not ignoring you guys when you talk, but General Val is here in the chat. Happy Friday, General Val. We have Rand Dizzy is saying happy Friday to Val. Sarah, we wish you were here. I know you're always here in spirit. And we're very bummed that you couldn't make it. But just get better. And we have 4 more movies to go after this. So the door is always open. Anytime you want to come on, if you feel better for next week's stream, you can come on, jump on with me, and hopefully Carey and Bob can be there as well. And I kind of have an open door policy to anybody. If anybody is interested about talking about one specific thing that's here in the chat, you can message me on Twitter or Instagram, and we can see if we can work around your guys' schedule. I'd love to have a new Sarah was going to be the new face for today, but I love having new faces on here and hearing different people's takes. And we got Patrick from Have Cheetah Will View. Greetings, Lady Valerie. I like that, Lady Valerie. That's like so royal and proper. I love it.
So regal.
It's regal, right? I love it. And he liked the intro. Thanks, man. I think I need to shorten it just a hair, but I appreciate you. I'm glad that you liked it. There's some classic movies on there for sure, for sure. We got at Nat Podcast just came in here. Okay, what's up, man? Good to see you. I'm not. Is that Blake? I know I talk to Blake every now and then on Twitter from at Nat, but glad to have you guys here. We got Jennifer Armstrong here in the chat. What's up, guys? So excited. Well, I am very excited, and we're going to get started here in just a few minutes. Just want to get through saying hi to everybody. Oh, Atnat says, your Roman theory sounds very interesting, Care Bear.
Trust me, I think you're going to like
I'm
it. Although
telling
it's going to
you.
be like 16 minutes. So.
Well, you know what? It's good. I think that sometimes you don't want to shortchange yourself when you're when you're conjuring up, and you're pulling things from the past and tying it into the present. So I'm all for it. I can't wait. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed to Carey, subscribe. She's got very, very original takes, and I absolutely love it. Everything that is outside of the box is right up my alley, and Carey does that with all of her videos. So you guys will not regret it. I promise you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on replay, find Bob's name down in the description and show them some love. We spread the love around here. That's for sure. Oh, and there's Val putting your link down there right now.
Being amazing as usual.
Being always amazing. It's got to be. You think it's hard being as amazing as she is, like just every day on a daily basis? I always wonder that.
No, it's natural for her.
It's probably just natural, right? Philip's in the chat. What's up, Philip? Let's see. Who else is here? I want to give everybody some love before we start this. Oh, I'm inviting myself to next week to make up for missing this. Sarah, you don't owe me anything, but you are invited, and you will be on next week's. It'll be nice because I don't really got to change the thumbnail. I could just add Scream 2 and keep you guys here. So that works out perfect. Like I said, just make sure you feel better first. That's the most important thing. We can always do this another time. But yes, I would love to have you next week. Let's see. Who else? We got Mr. Bones in the chat. What's up, Mr. Bones? I've been jumping in on some of their live streams the last few weeks. They're always entertaining. If you guys aren't... Awesome. What's that?
They're awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If you're not subscribed to Mr. Bones, I don't know if he's a mod, but if someone's a mod and wants to throw his channel some love here in the chat, that would be fantastic. We got the Jenical here. Hi, Jen. Glad to see you.
Jen?
Hey, Jen.
Long time no see. My Jenical. And Mr. Bones, y'all are awesome. Well, thank you, Bones. I appreciate it, man. Are you guys ready to start this movie?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
give me 1 minute. I've got something I got to take care of just really quick. I'm going to need 60 seconds, Care Bear. You count it down if you want, because I know you like to hold me accountable. 60 seconds. I think I'll need 15. All right? We'll start it in 15 seconds.
Do I really have to count?
I don't know. That was the oddest request I've ever heard so far.
I like that he says I hold him accountable.
Well, somebody's got to be held accountable.
I'm back.
Well, that was less than 15 seconds.
I know. I told you. I gave myself a 60-second buffer just to be safe, just in case I tripped and fell or something. Thankfully, I didn't. So, and then after we start this, if you guys in the chat have any interesting facts you guys want brought up, I'm going to be kind of playing ping pong to steal that from Bob from earlier, back and forth. I will put those up. If you guys, obviously on the panel, have anything interesting, any fun facts or anything you guys want to throw out there, feel free. We'll count down from 5 and we will start the movie. I'm at 000. You guys ready to go?
Yep, I'm at 01, but I'll wait like, 1 split sec.
Okay. Sounds good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Are we at Beautiful Dimension?
We are. You know what? That logo used to creep the hell out of me when I was a kid, because we had Scream and we had what else was it besides Scream that had Dimension? I think wasn't it H2O?
Yeah, Halloween starting with 6 had Dimension in
there. Yeah, exactly. 6 too, which is like one of my favorites. So let's see. We got The Shape. First stream I dropped in on. New to the channel. Nice, Shape.
Hello,
if you
Shape.
stick around till after, you might be able to win a Evil Dead Steelbook. So stick around if you can.
Someone needs to do like a BH1 pop-up video thing with Scream.
That would be fun. I would love to do that. I'm just not like... I'm getting a little bit better with working this computer, but man, that would be hard.
I might try to do that with like a short or something.
Yeah, if you just did like a scene from this movie or something, yeah, that would be cool. Popcorn. Did any of you guys ever make popcorn like that?
Yes.
Maybe like once.
Yeah, I definitely did, for sure.
This scene always now makes me think of Scary Movie.
Right? You know, as fun as that movie was, it did kind of ruin or make things a little bit less serious and more silly, because my brain will default to some of those scenes for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween.
But at least when it gets to the intense part, you still can't make fun of that.
Right.
Definitely.
You know, everybody always says Wes Craven wanted that line written in there, but according to him, that was not. He wanted that line taken out about the Nightmare movies sucking.
Probably because he didn't want to sound pretentious.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He doesn't come. He never came off as that type of person that would be like, "Hey, make sure you say the other all the sequels sucked." He doesn't come off as that type of person.
Not at all.
No.
Jen says, I used to make Jiffy Pop on the stove before there were microwaves. Yep. I know what you're talking about, Jen.
Heck, when I go camping, that's how we have to do it. We still got to go buy Jiffy Pop.
Yeah. Jennifer Armstrong says, my parents always made popcorn that way because we didn't have a microwave. Yep. Oh, the turn. There it is. I agree, Philip. To me, it's the opening of all openings, the creme de la creme.
Well, for those of us that grew up with landlines anyway, most people nowadays say those were a thing.
Right. Well, that's true. That's true. You know, the thing is I think I was talking about it on Gory Stream last weekend, but I can't foresee what comes after the telephone, at least maybe, who knows, for the next, unless Elon Musk perfects that Neuralink, where we could just like communicate via whatever brainwaves. It even though it's not a landline, it's the phone is going to be able to be scary for a long time because of this movie. Whether it's landline, it's even more scary now because everyone's just tethered to their phone constantly. You know?
Yeah.
And you can see the silhouette of Steve in the back.
Yep. Although no shade to this opening, but another one that just is as scary with the phone, man. Even like when a stranger calls, man.
I knew you were gonna say that.
House.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of has that same vibe.
Yeah, well, I think this was kind of an homage to like a little bit darker and heavier version of that, because I saw that movie after I saw this movie. I actually got to see this in theaters. I had my two older brothers took me to go see this. I was about 10, and I saw When a Stranger Calls later. I think I rented it from Blockbuster like maybe a few years after, and I was like, oh, that's a lot like Scream. And then I saw when it came out, and I'm like, oh, okay, so Scream kind of took that and like elevated it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. The opening of Scream is the most popular opening of any horror film ever. It's amazing and has been replicated. Yeah, I agree. It's been replicated a lot.
Yeah,
often duplicated, but I just
never captured the same way.
Never as effective. Absolutely.
Nope, always fell flat.
Well, Wes actually, he knew about this tragic story about a dog, and he kept telling Drew Barrymore about it, and it was making her cry. So every time that they were trying to get that mood, he would tell that story, and she would start crying again.
Shows you how much of a sweetheart she is. If you could, just tell her a puppy story and get that emotion out of her.
Oh yeah.
And then they hid Roger L. Jackson from everybody until the end.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
he had like a monitor, right?
Yeah.
Steve's counting on you.
Didn't they keep him in like a trailer?
Yeah, I can't remember if it was a trailer or a tent, but I know he had a monitor, so he was able to see and kind of feed off. I know he had a script to go off, but I think there were some things that were improvised a little bit, and it just allowed for him to toy with the actors and actresses a lot more.
Yeah, especially Drew here too.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. The first time I saw this movie, I got it wrong too. I was like, damn it. He tricked me. I immediately thought it was Jason, but I was like, damn, that's when you jump the gun. Crack under pressure.
Yep.
And then we all think, well, we're all goners then if she got it wrong.
Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy now seeing the shrine from Scream 6, and seeing that they have Steve on the dummy with the Letterman jacket tied up to the chair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing all the things from this movie that they had in that little shrine. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the same's going to follow when we see 2, because there's some parts from 2 in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love 2, man. I know it's flawed. I'm not someone who needs a perfect movie all the time. But man, that is, for it being released within a year of this movie, I don't know how you could do that. How do you capture lightning in a bottle twice?
Oh, I love the second one.
Yes.
And I feel like the opening as good as the first one, but it holds up on its own.
Right. Oh no, I agree. To me, it's the best rushed sequel in, I don't want to say cinema history because I have to do a lot of thinking, but in horror cinema history that I could think of, it's got to be the best rushed sequel, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And especially with them having the script issues.
Jen grew up with rotary dial phones. You know, we had one of those in our house. It didn't function, but yeah. I swear we used to, when I was a kid, my parents had one, and it was from the little town where my dad grew up. They had kept it, and it was crazy. I was like, I don't know how to work this thing.
Well, there's
Blake. Sorry. Blake from AtNat. Jen, I know. I was talking with Bob about that when we were backstage. I was like, I was looking at the last time I did a live stream. It was 6 months, almost 6 months ago. So you're always going to be a mod unless you ask me to unmod you. So you'll always be a mod here, Jen, for sure.
I didn't realize it was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, almost 6 months. It's crazy. It's almost been a year since the release of my first video. So my channel turned a year old a few weeks ago. Boom. Get it.
You didn't even do anything?
I was on Craven's 8K live stream. So that was kind of it. Because then I had like the early opening for Super Nintendo with my son, and now my daughter's sick. Like so much stuff happened that kind of I didn't. I'll celebrate 500 when I hit 500 subs, and I'll kind of encompass it all. Maybe I'll hit 500 subs before February 26th was when I put out my first video last year. It was Scream 5 review. It's awful, by the way. It's so bad when I listen to it. The content is good, but it's like so many uhs and ums, and I was so nervous, and I'm like, dude, I was sitting in a room by myself recording. What the hell was I nervous about? So, yeah, February 26th, that will be 1 year anniversary.
Wow. We should do like a double 1 year celebration stream.
Oh, yeah.
Because mine's March 31st, I think.
Sweet.
My 1 year.
We'll get super drunk on stream. That'd be so cool.
All right, I'm down. The alcohol.
Bob's, when is yours? Because yours should be a little bit after.
April 2nd, I believe.
I was going to say, because you started not too long after.
Yep.
It would have been,
yeah. This scene right here. The touch with the steam coming off of her entrails is just, it never gets tiring. I love practical effects, and like that attention to detail, what's coming up here is just freaking epic.
Oh, yeah.
What? Oh. That.
Magnificent opening.
Crazy. Amazing. It's like you set the bar so high, everything after just falls flat.
Oh, yeah, they hit you like a ton of bricks right from the very start.
Right?
I was afraid of the opening for when I was a teen, when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
It took me a while to actually get through the rest of it.
I know I was.
Yeah. Well, I'll get to it in a second. I want to get to these. I don't want to get too far behind. Jen agrees that 2 is her favorite sequel. Katie's here. Hi, Katie. I don't know if you're busy or not, but if you want, I don't know if you're free or if you got something going on, but if you want, you can come on the panel. I know we're kind of already into the movie. But just let me know. You can just let me know in the chat if you want to come up. I'll bring you.
Mayor Bearded is here.
Oh, Bearded's here? I'm probably way behind. Dino. What's up, my man, Dino?
Hey,
What's up, Dino?
Do you guys know what the timestamp is, just in case anybody new has popped in that...
Mine is at 14, 12, 13.
14, 12.
Yeah, 14.
All right. We're around 15 minutes if you guys want to catch up if you're not watching. Jen says 3 is her favorite sequel.
Hey, it's a fantastic. I don't know why people think it's very underrated because I don't know why people hate on it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it is.
I'm telling you, it's not a what's the word I'm looking for? It's not the best like well put together movie. It's got holes, it's got flaws, but it's one of those things where it becomes more trendy to just say you hate something than it does to like just look at something for what it is. And they had a lot of obstacles they had to overcome with Columbine happening and the studio wanting them to pump the brakes on the gore and make everybody older and not a high school or school setting because of everything that had happened. They had a lot of shit that they had to overcome, and I thought they made a good movie.
I think so too. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it technically perfect or technically sound? Not really, not totally, but like I said, my third favorite Halloween movie, and sometimes that's my second favorite Halloween movie, is Halloween 6. So I can live with flawed movies. Like they can still appeal to me. Atnat says, everybody go like this video real quick. Takes 2 seconds. I agree. That'd be very nice. Very nice. Thanks, Blake.
She's saying sounds good to me about the mod thing.
Oh, yeah. Got it. What's
In
up,
case
Bearded?
you were like, what is she talking about?
Yeah, I thought she was, it's because I'm so far behind. I thought she was agreeing with my take on Scream 3. The greasy Johnny Depp light, Skeet Ulrich. I actually really like him though. It's just it's funny because he reminds me so much of Johnny Depp from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. I think they did that on purpose though.
Yeah, no, everything is very well thought out with Wes Craven, and I totally subscribe to that. Is like that was planned for sure.
Although what's funny with Skeet, in the poster, like he has a mustache, but through this whole film he doesn't.
Yeah, I know, right?
Choice for the poster.
Yeah, he looked like he was auditioning for Three Musketeers on the cover of this movie, and then you see him here. I mean, he looks like he could be my twin on the cover of the movie, and then because I think he's got the little stinger there too, if I recall correctly, or possibly incorrectly. I don't have the. Oh yeah, it's right there in Carey's background.
I was about to say, wait a second, I should look at my own background. Wait, I think it's just I don't know what you called it. I'm just calling it facial hair because I don't know what the heck anything is.
Yeah, are you talking about this little thing?
I don't know if he has that.
It's like peach fuzz.
Yeah. Okay, I'm kind of caught up in the chat. Yeah, Skeet actually looks older on the cover. Yeah, I know. Yeah. He looks like he should have a sword in his hand and saying "on guard." That's what he looks like on the cover of the movie.
Guard.
On guard.
Oh God! Now I'm never going to be able to unseat Ghostface. It's on guard.
Right? If he would have had a goddamn Three Musketeer sword instead of that knife, he probably would have gotten away with it. Hot take.
I don't know why, but I thought that Skeet looked more sinister on the cover of Scream.
He looked like he was gonna be the killer on the cover. Like he looked like he fit that perfect.
But where's Matthew Lillard on there? Like, what is that all about?
I know that's total disrespect, right? You would think they could have fit him on there to even it out, 3 and 3, 3 on one side, 3 on the other, but I don't know.
Move Drew Barrymore over. Jeez.
Right? Yeah, Ghostface, I didn't mean to make it sound like I think Scream 3 is bad. It's Scream 5 has moved to the back of my list just because I don't think that it's aged as well. I get why they honored Wes so much with it, but Scream 3 is just behind Scream 4, but they kind of alternate for me. It's like it'll go 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that order for me. So
Thank you, Jennifer. She says justice for Matthew. He should have been on the poster.
yeah.
Yes, he should have.
Yeah, but what if this is all part of Stu's plan? Now he was ignored in the stab poster as well. So it
Right?
could be setting up for something.
It's like I'm even forgotten on the poster.
I know. Just doing him dirty. I wish I lived in like a small town with a quad like that.
I know, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Right? It's somewhere here in California. I can't remember the name of the city, but
How 90s of them to just sit around a fountain.
right? It's like Saved by the Bell. That's what it reminds me of.
And Friends Before Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a man to do something like that. Philip still hasn't seen 5, but 1, 2, 3 are my top, then 4. Yeah. You should check out 5 when you can, Philip. Definitely, it's not a bad movie. It's just not aged as much as I liked it when I first saw it as when I watch it now.
So now that I think about it, when I think about Scream 5, I think about the opening, and then the rest of it, I'm like, it needs work.
Yeah.
Because that opening was perfection.
Mm-hmm. It was really cool. I really liked the opening. I like that they did a little bit of a twist on it, as opposed to this. But yeah, everything else kind of felt like a retread, but like the discount version retread of this movie.
But then also in the third act, I will say when Sam goes crazy on Richie, that was amazing.
Mm-hmm. It would have been better had they left it out of the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I swear it blows my mind. They need to hire the fans, or just fans to select what goes into the trailers. Hire me, I'll do it for cheap, and I will tell you everything that's going to be in the movie is out of the trailers. Everything that's on the cutting room floor is in the trailer, and that's it.
Be careful with that too, because sometimes movie companies have been sued over putting things that aren't in the movie in the trailer. That's the only problem there.
Why?
Because false advertising.
Oh, you know what? If
please look at Halloween Ends.
Yeah, I was gonna say if
don't even get me started with that. Somebody needs to sue them for that one.
If fast food restaurants can get away with the shit they get away with on a daily basis, nobody should be suing movies for.
If they can glue pizza to a card to a
right?
Yeah.
Order a Big Mac and it looks like it was stomped on by Bigfoot.
Probably was stomped on by me.
How beautiful, wherever that house is, and just that view of the valley, just so pretty.
Yeah.
Was it Santa Rosa?
I think you're right. I was gonna say it was like Santa something or other, but I always get mixed up with like Santa Mira and like all the Carpenter stuff, because he did a lot of his stuff in some of these coastal cities in California, and I always get them all mixed up because I ain't anywhere near the coast, unfortunately. Oh, look, speaking of rotary phones. Oh, Jen said Santa Rosa. I know.
I love at the end of the movie, the credits, when Wes had in the credits said, "Thank you whatsoever. No thank you whatsoever to the Santa Rosa High School."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I heard was that later he ended up regretting it because I guess the reason why the school board voted no was because there was like an 11 or 12-year-old little girl that was kidnapped and murdered a few years prior to this, and they just kind of didn't want the negative.
It didn't want it sensationalized.
Yeah, I don't know how accurate that. Like I know that something like that happened. I don't know the time frame or whatever, but I know that that was part of their decision. You know,
That
which
makes sense.
in retrospect you can be like, oh, I get it, and I guess he kind of took it back also. There's your second bestie, Carey. Just reminding you, number one.
Are you who?
You
Oh,
didn't,
oh.
yeah, Maureen Prescott.
It took me a little bit. I'm like, wait a second, who's he talking about?
That's your second bestie. Just remember, number two. I'm number one.
Well, keep in mind that she lives in a place that I would absolutely love to go.
That is true. That is true. Lynn McCree. Yeah, I totally missed having Matthew Lillard and Jamie Kennedy on the poster. Yeah, I don't know if Jamie Kennedy had come out with his hidden camera TV show before this or after this. I think it was
Definitely
after.
Just after.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think the only big thing he would have been in before this would have been Romeo and Juliet, the pink hair.
Hey, you know what? I really liked that movie. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I really did. It was a different take, but it worked for me. I thought it was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah,
honestly.
It was good.
It's been
Very
so long
underrated.
since I've seen it.
Look who's in the chat. Blucka Blucka. Who the hell are these beautiful people?
What's up, Blucka?
Hey, Blucka.
You know exactly who that is, Blucka. If you can stick around, Blucka, we're gonna be I'm gonna be giving away Evil Dead Blu-ray Steelbook. So if you want to know the timestamp, just let me know in the chat and we'll get you all squared away. So we're gonna do that at the end after this movie. I'm gonna be giving that away, and if I can, I doubt that I'll be able to get the 500, but if by some stretch of the imagination I get the 500, I'm gonna grab something from one of the shelves over here and give that away also. Blucka says, Mav looking like he's about to bust out in a musical or a dance. Funny that you say that, Blucka. That's what's coming after the movie. A dance.
Finally, somebody else for a
Oh,
change.
No, I was talking about you still, Carey.
Nice try.
Who are you? The question isn't who am I? Where am I?
I always liked how bold Sydney was.
I know, right?
She's like, well, yeah, I'm calling bullshit.
I always thought that Ghostface was gonna pop out, like right there.
Yeah, an attacker.
What's that?
An attacker.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna come from up from the banister.
Yeah, I always thought like he was going to jump up out of nowhere. I still get that feeling like it's going to happen, even though I know it's
right?
not.
You already know what's gonna happen. Nev is still hot, even when she picks her nose. Oof. That's a low blow.
Yeah, I don't like the blows.
Mm-mm.
Not cool. Not cool, Ghostface.
Not cool, but let's hope in 6, Gales gets some low blows as well.
Yeah. Oh, ugh.
Is it mean of me to say she kind of deserves a couple of low blows?
No.
Who, Gale?
Yeah.
In this movie or in 6?
Definitely in this one, but I wouldn't mind seeing some in 6.
Yeah. You know, the one thing that was a little misunderstood, at least I didn't realize it until I got a little bit older, upon rewatch, is yes, she was kind of a cheesy tabloid journalist, and she was obviously trying to make a profit off of someone else's tragedy, but she was trying to exonerate a innocent man with cotton, you know, like it's something that I never noticed it, like I said, until I was much older and started watching this movie. Like, you know what? As much as I want to dislike her in this movie, like there was some good in her. She was trying to get an innocent guy off of death row, you know. It's just her, I guess her approach was bad. Her motive was good. Her approach was not the best.
Yeah, motive good, execution bad.
She was trying to get him off, but she had her own ulterior motives.
Absolutely.
To do so.
And I think that's kind of what I mean is like her heart was in the right place. It's just her approach for what she was trying to do was like, how can I benefit from doing the right thing as well?
Exactly.
But, you know, at the end of the day, I still say this. I think Kenny was the unsung hero in this one.
I mean, he did deal with her.
Like I said,
Joel had to deal with her. I mean, we don't know how long
And he did
beforehand.
He did save Sydney too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny
I love
did.
that scene with Dewey where he screams. He's such a dork in this movie, but I literally I love him so much because of it.
And the sad thing is, that's another scene that Scary Movie kind of ruined when they had Doofy open the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Doofy. Billy Loomis. Like I said, Scream's so deadly, Mav had to wear a bulletproof vest and a mask. Yeah. Yeah, it is, Blucka. I've got that new 3D TV right here that I'm looking at, so some of those stabs look like they're getting a little too close to me. Blake asked a question, but I'm going to save that for the end. The part when he says, if you hang up, you're going to die just like your mother is one of my favorite parts because of how shocking. Yeah, it's shocking, and it's just it's one of those that cuts deep. Knowing, you know, and we're only, you know, like what, 20 some odd minutes into this, 30 minutes into it.
That's how you know it was Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end he says, say hello to your mother. Oh, I hate when he says that.
I don't think Stu was in the closet from before or like right when she got home. I think he probably snuck in at some point. Billy probably left the window open or something from his last visit to let Stu creep in while she was taking a nap. That would be my guess.
I would think so.
I love when she's like, Jesus, get over here. My name's not Jesus.
He doesn't even look overweight.
No. So he was the brother in There's Something About Mary. He was Mary's brother. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was he in Home Improvement?
I think he was in a few episodes.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I just know that he was in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. He was the coroner after gosh dang it, I'm drawing a blank on her name right now. Nancy, what's Nancy's real name? Heather Langenkamp. Yeah, there we go. When her husband died on the way back from the movie set, he was the coroner in that movie. Why didn't Billy just kill Sydney when she came through the window? I think there was more of a plan than that. I get it because they were just going to frame her dad anyways. They could have just had him do like a murder-suicide in the house before he left out of town. I think they wanted to have more fun than that, though.
Yeah.
I think it was more than just that, too. I think they wanted her the whole time to feel unsafe. Like,
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I think they
Well,
that's
definitely from Billy, of course, because Billy's the one that was seeking the vengeance.
Yeah, and I think it was one of those things where it would taste. It was like they got greedy, and they could have done it, like you said, when he snuck in. But there's probably some of the people that they do kill was just on their shit list. Principal Himbry, who knows? Maybe they got.
Hembry, I think, was just added because they had reason to get people out of the party at that point.
Right. Well, or Casey Becker, because she used to date Stu. I'm sure that they had they made a list. I'm sure there was a sit down and okay, who are we gonna kill? Given the opportunity, who are we gonna take out? And that would be my guess. Plus, it wouldn't make for much of a movie had they just done the smart thing and killed her quickly.
True.
Billy almost cries. Yeah, exactly, dude. I love that scene. Oh yeah, see Blake, yeah. Franks and beans. Yep. Hank Loomis is the secret cameo in 6. I think that's a good guess. It would be someone who's, to the loyal Scream fans for sure, someone that everyone would go, oh my God, we haven't seen him in forever. So that's a good guess, Gino. I like that.
I don't know. It's starting to make more sense that it's going to be Jill because they need to explain why Kirby is back in some kind of capacity.
You mean through a flashback?
We know she is with the FBI, though. So, with it being in New York City now, well outside the jurisdiction of Woodsboro, you could say they would get the FBI involved.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, let's face it, Radio Silence hasn't really impressed any of us with their writing capability with 5.
No.
At least not with character growth, anyway.
No.
Yeah, not with any character development.
Mm-mm.
Boom.
Hey, Wayne.
I'll send you a copy.
Buddy. Damn, bitch went down.
You know what's funny is I had that same bunny when I was a kid.
You had the same bunny?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny
for
when
Easter.
When you see stuff like that, you'll see posters and stuff. You're like, oh my God, I had that.
Yeah.
I didn't have any of this stuff in Sid's room, though.
Not even a Creed poster?
No, I wasn't one of the guys that hated Creed, but I wasn't someone who actually I liked a few of their songs. It was the same with Nickelback. Like I said, it was trendy for people to shit on Nickelback, but they had some good songs. There was a song from Spider-Man 2. It was with the lead singer from Nickelback and the lead singer from Seether. And I freaking loved that freaking song, man. I loved that song. But
it is a good song.
Yeah. Hello, Sydney. This is a scene that Scary Movie ruined for me, Bob. The one where Doofy comes out with the vacuum and the
yeah.
I told you not to bother me when I'm cleaning my room.
Yeah.
I told you not to bother me when I clean my room, Mom.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, this scene got Scary Movie definitely wrecked for
Actually,
me.
it's fun. At this rate, we're just going to point out everything Scary Movie ruined for us.
Well, I remember thinking Dewey, when I first saw this, I remember thinking that Dewey was the one that was on the phone, because when they hang up is when he comes running out, and I'm like, oh, it's Dewey. They're trying to pull a switcheroo and make us think that it's Billy, but it's Dewey. So
I love hearing that little part of Red Right Hand.
Right?
It just hits. That's the one thing Scream 4 did wrong.
Oh, let's see, where did I leave off at?
Well, that's one thing that they did right in Scream 5, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, but they did wrong by putting it in the trailer because the excitement went out the window. I'm like, dang it, I can't be surprised. Because I knew that's where it was going to come.
Yeah. And they completely ruined the Stu's house reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been epic.
And Amber being set on fire.
Richie being stabbed, that was ruined. There was a lot. And then they took the best scene out of the movie, which I thought was the silhouette of Ghostface on that big ass wall.
That was a beautiful shot.
Such a cool shot.
They better not take that mural out of 6.
Right, yeah. Oh, Linda Blair. Hello.
Good old Linda Blair. I loved the show that she hosted back in the day. The
What was it
Scariest
called?
Places on Earth.
Yes. Scariest Places on Earth.
I still watch it every Halloween.
Is it on do you have like it on physical media or do you have it downloaded?
They have it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
They have it in parts, though, but still.
See, so this is the shitty part of Gale.
Yep.
And then this is where you see that she does have a heart. It's like the Grinch. Not one word. After getting punched, Gail still has no, like, she gives 0 Fs. She's like, after your mother seduced him. Like, she does not care, dude. Sorry I mangled your face. Love it. Okay, Blecka asks, is Joshua Jackson going to make a cameo in Scream 6? For, more from Dawson's Creek or from more Dawson Creek footage or actual appearance? I don't know. That'd be interesting. I wonder what would he be like a professor at the college? Because it doesn't from the trailers, it doesn't seem like college is much involved with this movie.
I think the only thing we'll really get from the college is maybe a bit from the opening and maybe like a final scene toward the end somewhere.
Yeah, like I could see that. Yeah, I mean, he could. I wouldn't mind seeing him. The Mighty Ducks guy, swear to God, but not Emilio.
I love Joshua Jackson.
So do I. I always think of Mighty Ducks whenever I don't. Yeah, like that's what I will always know him for. Charlie Conway. Oh, Joshua Jackson.
I don't know why my cousin always liked that one line when Tatum says stupidity leak.
Yeah.
She used to literally stop it and then rewind it like numerous times. She thought it was so funny. Uh-huh.
See, it couldn't have been me. I was in jail, remember?
Why didn't you wash your hands, man?
I know, right?
I
dude,
was
as
thinking,
if.
like,
Go ahead, Bob.
I mean, that never made any sense. I remember having to get fingerprints, and they make you wash up afterward.
Yeah,
like
it's like he was trying to prove his alibi. Like
exactly. I'm like, no, I can't wash my hands yet. I have to show Sydney.
Yeah, I know.
She has to believe me.
You know,
we were both there last night,
right? I'm not the only one who's described Billy as greasy, but like you're not helping your cause when you still have ink on your fingers from the night before after getting fingerprinted. Like clearly you have not showered when you're at school and you just don't care.
Yeah, you're more of a psychopath than you're even letting on.
Right? All the signs are there. He's got poor hygiene.
He keeps trying to say he's innocent all the time.
Yeah. That's all he does throughout this movie is just try to prove his innocence and get laid. Wayne asks if Joshua Jackson character be married to Samara Weaving and they both get killed quick. Could be. I just don't
see Joshua Jackson get killed.
I just don't like bringing back characters. Like you could just have a new character. Why bring back an old character just to kill him off? Like unless you want to, like with Kirby, if she's coming back and she's going to be throughout, like that was my whole thing against it, is if they're bringing her back just to have her be the opening kill, it's kind of dumb. It's gives me the Dewey vibes all over again, where you're just doing it for shock value and you're not earning it.
They didn't, in my opinion, they did not earn Kirby, but they were desperate because they know that they don't have Sydney. They need something, so they got Kirby. Yeah. But since they have her, they better freaking earn it.
Mm-hmm. Here comes Nar.
Oh yeah.
Nar.
Let's go, Nar.
Yeah, that was Skeet's girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Ugh. Wash your hands. Obviously she was Billy. Skeet's girlfriend because neither of them washed their hands. The fuck.
I'm telling you, she's the third killer. She's showing up in Scream 6.
There you go.
They'll show a flashback of this. We'll be like, "Who are you?" And then we'll know, but everybody else will be like, "Who is this?"
I'm the one who doesn't wash my hands.
Just like Skeet.
Right? I have never seen Scary Movie, and I won't, because all I hear is that it ruins Scream. I don't think you'll like Scream any less. It's just you're gonna have those, like what we're talking about, where like you're gonna see parallels between the two, and your mind, when you're like, if you were watching Scary Movie, you would probably default to what you saw and this reminds me of this scene in Scream, and vice versa. So it's a funny movie, but yeah, if you love Scream, and you don't want it to be tainted, don't watch Scary Movie.
What I would recommend is watch it side by side, just for the comparison.
There you go. Who do you all think the killer? Who did you all think Dude, I didn't know, man. I was 10. I saw this in theaters when I was 10, Dino. So I really didn't know. I do remember thinking it was Dewey just because of the scene where he's holding up the mask when she opens the door. He was the first responder on the scene. And then the phone call where as soon as it hangs up, Dewey comes running out of the room. I remember thinking that it was going to be him. I definitely did not think there was going to be more than one killers, but I think that I thought, like, as the movie progressed, I was like, oh, it's him. Oh, it's him. Oh, it's him. It was one of those things. So,
Yep.
I definitely had my eye on Billy, though.
Yeah. He was,
honest, for me, I thought it was the sheriff, to be frankly honest.
With the boots?
Yeah. And then when we got to that one scene when they're both like talking and the one's smoking and he's looking ice cream, part of me's like, they're both in on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that would have been
in sync with that. So like that's where my mind had went.
Yeah, like I said, the concept of two killers never, ever crossed my mind. Like when it was revealed, when Stu was the first revealed, I was like, no way, the dude from Hackers, like he's so funny in this movie. I was disappointed, and then I saw that there was two, and I was like, my brain just like exploded.
Mm-hmm.
Blake asks, "What horror movie am I looking forward to most this year?" Off the top of my head, and I think it's because it's so close. It's honestly, it's Evil Dead over Scream 6. I'm really excited for both, but I'm really I'm looking forward to it because I'm curious to see what they did. I liked the remake that they did in what was it,
13, I think.
Yeah, 13. I was like that period of my life was
I
very.
thought it was 2016.
No, it
came
was
out
sooner.
before that because it was when I was working at Kmart. I remember that much.
Yeah, I was like 2010 to 2000, like right before my
14.
son was born. 2014 that was like the prime of my my party days. So it all feels like one long year to me. But yeah, it was right around there. I really liked it, and I'm really excited for Evil Dead Rise. That's where I would go. I have that on DVD. I need to watch it. That was something they were talking about. Oh shit, that's funny. That's
yeah,
funny.
she shouldn't have done what she did to her face.
It's funny, it's sad, but it's funny. Yeah. I don't I know it's some people may find that offensive. I think that's fucking funny. I think Dewey brought out the soft side of Gale faster than. Yeah, he was like the puppy dog, or the little girl in with the Grinch. I feel like Gale is the embodiment of the Grinch, and between Dewey and or between Cindy Lou Who and his dog, I think that they both kind of warmed her up and showed her that she actually does have a heart.
Mm-hmm.
It would be great if Joshua Jackson gave the Ducks Fly Together speech. Hell yeah, dude. Or like they attack Ghostface by doing the flying V. I'd be so down for that, Blecka.
Oh my.
I'd be so down for that.
Oh my.
Radio silence writers worry me. Well, if they do the flying V, worry no more, Wayne. Problem solved.
Work this one time.
Right? As long as someone's got a hockey stick and we get a knuckle puck, maybe we could get Keenan back into Keenan Thompson from SNL. Maybe we could get maybe he's the guest, the cameo, and he does a knuckle puck and knocks Ghostface on his ass.
I'd be down for that.
Right?
At least we get more action out of a hockey stick than we did with Halloween Kills.
Right? Get a little mean with the hockey stick.
You mean Halloween H2O?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was H2O too, but remember there was that guy in the crowd in Kills with the hockey stick.
Yeah.
But everybody talks about Iron Lady.
Iron Lady.
You know what? There's
Wes.
You know, if you watch the movie Valentine, the Cupid killer guy did some real damage with that iron. So people want to hate on the iron, but I'm telling you, it could be useful. That was a great
kill.
Mm-hmm. He whooped that dude's ass with that thing.
That's what he gets for stealing girls' underpants.
Right? Yeah, that dude totally deserved it. Not a sympathetic character at all.
Mm-mm. He was a creeper and a half.
The Fonz. I was so shocked that I thought these were all going to be fake outs. I didn't think he was actually going to get killed.
I know. I thought he was going to just like walk away and then that was going to be it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get away scot-free.
Boom.
Nope, but he's right there.
Blake thought it was Principal Hembry from the PA system. That's a cool call. I never thought about that. And this is a great shot. Ghostface in his eye.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking awesome. Mm-hmm. Perfect transition music.
Oh yeah, the good old stereo on the roof.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Good old days. Yeah, Blecka. That was very confusing to see him alive. You're like, what? How did he fake it? Talking about Roman.
Well, there is a nerve in your body. If you do like damage it for a little bit, you actually will have no pulse, even though you'll be alive.
Yeah, it's like the ulnar or something like that. I've heard about that. I've never tried it, but
I hope you don't try it.
well, you know what I mean. I guess I didn't.
Well, if he ever does, we know he's going to be the killer in whatever Scream comes out next.
I mean, all the signs are there. I got a bulletproof vest on and a mask and gloves.
It's gonna be V versus Ghostface.
Oh, dude, that if Jake wants to make a fan film, all he's got to do is hit me up. I'll star in his movie for the price of On the House. Do it for free. Stalking. I love this scene so much.
Yeah.
Brings me back. I miss movie stores.
Me too.
Oh my God. You're not the only one.
Oh. See, like he
Did
was
he just call Stu a dork?
No, me?
Yeah.
No, I thought that Randy called Stu a dork.
Oh, yeah. It's like he was too funny to be a killer for me up until the very end. And then you see him go batshit crazy and you're like, oh, fuck, yeah, he can be the killer.
Yeah.
He reminded me of, I had, my friends were twins. Their older brother was like, talked like Stu, everything. And he reminded me of my friend's older brother. And so it's such a shock. Did any of you guys ever watch Hackers?
Yes.
Remember his hacker name was Serial Killer?
Serial Killer.
Yeah.
With a C.
Yeah. Does anyone know if Roger did the Ghostface voice for the Stab movies? I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Did they ever mention that? Because I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember. Somebody had made a post about that. I don't remember who they said was doing the voice. Oh, well.
I don't at all. No.
I think it does her Pops.
I mean, where's Pops, man?
Oh, he'll come out of last reel somewhere. Eyes gouged out, fingers cut off. There's a formula to it, a very simple formula.
We have to say it all together. Everybody's a suspect.
Such a good scene, man.
It is. And after you rewatch it, you kind of get the feel of Stu kind of being a killer from this.
I just didn't want to believe it. But then you go back on rewatch and you're like, oh my God, it's so obvious. Like, look at him right
especially like right here, like when he's leaning on him.
Mm-hmm. He's just playing with his ear.
Motives are incidental. I like that.
Good word.
This right here is when it gives it away that they're definitely something's up.
Oh, here we go. Some more red right hand. Do we think Courtney an executive producer role finally? Because I think that she's gonna be a goner, Blucka. And yeah, I mean, if they're bringing Nev back, I've used the analogy of cap space for like sports teams is like by killing off Gail, it's, you know, if that's what she wants, one, but you know, like two, if that's just the way the story's going, it's going to open up a lot of money that they could use to bring Nev back. So if you think about just who's the highest on the list for the payroll. So I think Courtney's going to be a goner personally. Felt bad, Henley Winker. He's such a sweet man. He's such a sweet man that, yeah. I felt bad for him in Waterboy, and that's a comedy, you know? Like, I love Henry Winkler. That's a hard fucking name to say with a mask on.
Say it again, I didn't hear you.
Oh, you're messing with me, and I'm not gonna fall for it, Carey. I almost did though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, she's serious. We didn't hear you say whatever you said.
Henry Winkler. That's a hard name to say with the mask on really fast.
There you go, Carey.
Winkier?
Yeah.
Winkier, is that what you said?
Henry Winky. That's what I said. Don't worry about those who get offended easily. There are people who. Oh, Philip, dude, watch my my Are You Afraid of the Dark review. You'll hear my exact thoughts on that whole thing. I seriously, I give zero fucks. I'm not a disrespectful person, but when something's funny, it's funny, So believe me, I don't. You never have to worry about that here on my channel. There's a line, but like if it's obvious, right? There's obvious things that you could do or say that would cross a line that's just not funny or not cool. But if it's in good spirits, like the Ghostface and Gail's plastic surgery, that's hilarious. I'm sorry, it's hilarious.
Hey, she chose to do that to herself. So.
Right? Nobody held her down. Ghostface didn't inject cement or silicone or whatever in her face. That was her choice, and it is what it is. You guys believe
she didn't need to at all?
No, absolutely. Like Nev, look how beautiful Nev looks. She is aged. I tell this to my wife all the time. Like, I think aging is. I think it's personally beautiful. Look at Lynn McCree, right? When she's been on Craven's streams.
Yeah.
I think she's stunning. Stunning.
She is. She looks like a freaking mermaid.
Yes, she's got the coolest damn hair too. But I'm think aging naturally is. I think that will become a fad again once people realize that, like, dude, plastic surgery is just it's a crapshoot on what you're either gonna look halfway decent or you're gonna look like one of the models from Batman '89 that were accompanying the Joker with the what was it? The smiley. It's like, yeah. It's one or the other. You either look somewhat okay or you look like one of Joker's henchmen. Do you think Roman was in the bushes? I like that. I don't know. It could be. He could have been kind of shepherding.
Yes.
Yeah, he could have been shepherding the two for sure.
Yeah.
What about in the grocery store?
Yeah, it could have been. It's just a bold strategy to be dressed like Ghostface, but they could always, she knew nothing of Roman. So even had, someone unmasked him like Himbry did with the other guys, it would have just been a total random stranger.
Sorry, but I'm laughing at Black Eye.
Oh, I know.
You didn't get me, Black Eye, right this time.
I was going to get it. I was going to get to it. When Jordan finds out, he's going to be pissed. Mr. Bones with there we go, with a Boglins shout out. I love his,
did you forget that I live with everybody?
That is true.
Let's see. Oh, Mr. Bones Loves Hackers. It's such a good fucking movie. Scream 6 will be seen approximately 3 days before the U.S. Oh, dang, that's tight, Wayne. He's gonna get to see it 3 days before it opens here. No spoilers from me. We'll just say if I liked it or not. Awesome, man. Well, maybe we'll do another live stream after all of us watch it, and we'll talk about our likes and dislikes. Hopefully, it's all likes.
We'll see.
Or you'll be right back. Carey blended right into the poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm wearing black and white, and the background's black and white.
Like, it would have been funnier if she had that M on the shirt just for screen.
Damn it! I should have, because then it would look like I'm actually part of the poster.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, I need to move over to Kate.
Blake says, "Love that Joker." That's seriously that Tell me I'm wrong, but that is what people end up looking like when they go crazy with this plastic surgery.
I don't
That's
know. I
all
think
can-
I think they secretly want to be a part of Joker's henchmen. Personally,
could be. Look, I wonder which one is Sam's mom. Which one's Sam's mom? Sam and Tara's mom.
well, you're gonna have to find someone who's Hispanic, or at least close enough to being Hispanic.
Look how giant that
I
camera
think I'm
is.
gonna think what everybody else does. It's the girl with the curly hair and the blue top.
Yeah.
I personally think she's not even here. I think she was at a different.
Turkey's done. I don't know if anybody gets that reference, but
I think we get the gist of what you were saying.
yeah, the little things that you set in the turkey and you open the oven, it pops out, lets you know that it's ready. They're like, never mind.
We got it.
I it's pretty on the nose for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is nice that it's set in New York, but like one of the things is like you can, as much as they have to play with, it's and as much fun as it's going to be, it could be they could equally screw it up too. You know, there's so much that they can that's at their disposal, and if they just confine it to these few tight areas like the shrine and you know apartment building, and that's pretty much it. Like you could really jack it up too. I mean, look at Jason Takes Manhattan. We got one scene that was actually in New York, and it did not. Other than that, felt nothing like New York. They did not utilize nearly what they could have with Jason. Yep. Imagine Jason on a, no, never mind. We'll stick to the movie for now. That's for another stream. I literally could go off on Jason Takes Manhattan.
All I know is I can't wait to play fucking some shit up.
Yeah, Antitrust and Takedown. Wayne's got Hackers on DVD. And that name sticks forever.
Yep.
Was that an ad lib? Do any of you guys know, or was that written in the script?
I think it was ad lib.
That's really cool. If that's the case.
Because I don't think they even had a name for him.
No, it was just Father Death. That was what the costume was called.
Yeah.
From like Easter Unlimited, it was Father Death. But if she ad libbed that and that's what stuck, man, that's legendary right there.
Mm-hmm.
Exploding beer bottle to the nuts, to the face. That was actually a pretty slick move of her. I just don't know why he didn't stab her as he was going over the top of her.
So they said that she was actually too small for the doggy door, so they had to literally tape her in.
Yeah.
Tape and staple the shirt to the door. And then meanwhile in Scary Movie, it was somebody that was too big.
Mm-hmm. Scream 96 definition of a bromance. Yeah, they were down for each other, down enough to possibly get caught and see well, at least in 96, according to this movie. I don't remember when they repealed the death penalty here in California, but potentially risk going on death row.
I don't think they thought that far.
What's that?
I don't think they thought that far, to be honest.
Well, yeah, they're high school students too. They were down for each other for sure. It was for sure a bromance. And yes, I have, Philip. It was a thing of nightmares. We'll put it that way.
I don't know what happened to Madonna.
Yeah. Peer pressure. Radio Silence said that Christina was not in the original movie.
I love the as if. As if.
Oh, really, Alicia?
Love that reference.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you, Matthew and JB.
Yeah, Dino, it's very possible. I mean, it was somewhere in this time period because I don't know how many days passed from that scene till this. So I don't know if it was like 1 or 2 days, but it had to be relatively close to this time period for sure. Blue balls is a real thing, so maybe
Yeah.
you never know.
It's a myth. What are you talking about?
Oh no, it's not. It's not a myth. It's a real thing. It hurts. There's the flannel shirt. Follow the flannel shirts.
It's Ghostface calling someone.
It's trying to prank call me, but I ain't having that shit.
Tell him to call me. I'll answer it.
Yeah. I ain't playing that fucking game.
Wait, no one wore flannel shirts in Scream 3. For Roman, it was tropical shirts.
Yeah, he wore the like Tommy Bahama shirts. So follow the person with the collared button-up shirts with like a pattern on them, and that's your pattern for your killer.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like Jodie Foster. I love this line.
Only you can't pick your genre.
Meta.
Poor naive Sydney.
Right. You know,
Don't break the rules of a horror film.
It was just, yeah.
Passed it though, because she survived.
Yeah. But the real question is how long?
Mm-hmm.
Forever. Hello.
Yeah, but Father Time sooner or later does have to strike you down.
Sydney's immortal.
She's an entity. She's not a human.
Well, then let's hope years down the road they find someone to replace Nev that's just as good.
They just keep cloning her. That's it. They just clone her.
Nev has kids. They can wait.
Does she have daughters?
That I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. I'm not going to look that up. That might come across as a stalker, as a guy looking up to someone has a daughter.
It's too red. The funny thing is, there's not really that much blood in Halloween.
No, not in the first one.
Oh, Ghostface is calling one of you guys now.
That wasn't me.
Was that me?
Well, it can't be me because I heard it, so.
You know the rules. Oh.
Boo.
Big no. Have it on silent.
Speaking of which, I need to get myself a beer. Oh, perfect. Perfect timing. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
See you in the kitchen with a knife in your back. As they say.
Hey, Denisha.
I gotta catch up on the chat. Like I said, it would be hilarious. The opening of Scream 6 was played out. Regular opening and just dance musical, throw everyone off. Well, we know there's going to be a theater involved. Yeah. Christina could be Ghostface, played by Jennifer Lopez. Her accomplice played by Ben Affleck.
Oh, my God.
How's Billy getting hit in the face with the bottles and refrigerator door and not have any marks? That's always the continuity issue that I have with so many masked killer movies. It's like, dude, these people are getting like thrown downstairs, but like some of that stuff, I guess you just have to suspend disbelief. Can I be a moderator on the channel? Yes, I'll do that right now, Denisha. Let me catch up on the chat, and then I will get to doing it. I'm watching SmackDown. Okay. No worries. No worries.
Good. Spoil everything that happened for me. I forgot to record it.
Yeah, while Tatum's just hanging there off to the side. Okay, let me go to Denisha and
Poor Tatum.
Add as moderator. I think it should be good, Denisha. Send something in the chat so I can make sure you got the wrench. Nev has one son named Caspian. Okay, cool. That's a cool fact, Jen. I did not know that. Caspian. That's kind of like the sea.
That's a cool name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Denisha's got the you got the wrench now. Cool. Sadly gotta go. Let's see. Surprise for a friend, lives far away. At the door. His name is, I kid you not, Billy. Well, he'll see you in the kitchen with the knife, Wayne. No, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out, dude. I appreciate it. What's that?
Sorry, I saw Clerks.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah, Wayne, thanks for coming and hanging out, dude. I appreciate it. It was a pleasure having you in the chat. Always fun talking with you, buddy. We'll see you next week. Next Friday, we're doing Scream 2. Hopefully, you can be there, and hopefully your other friend from far away doesn't come named Stu midstream. I'm just messing
or Mickey.
Or Mickey. Yeah,
or
definitely not Mickey. Holy
or a
Lord.
Debbie or a Nancy.
Right? See, this was another scene that made me think that Dewey was going to be the killer. Was where he holds a little flashlight up to his face.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're not scared, are you?" I was like, "This is the guy. This is the dude that's doing it." Do you guys remember him in Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Oh shit!
Vaguely, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as crazy about the movie as I am about the show.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, I was more of a show guy.
I will be right back. I spilt some beer.
That is sacrilege.
Way to go, Mav.
I know, I'm so clumsy. Gosh dang it. 1 second.
Dang, I can't stop thinking about David Arquette as a wrestler. Why did I have to watch You Can't Kill David Arquette earlier?
What about Ready to Rumble? That's a great one.
Oh yeah, that is funny.
It's a lot of glare coming out of that dome of yours. That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. You still think it was me?
It's just using someone else's hairbrush.
Oh yeah, that's not creepy at all.
No, not at all. No.
Well, good thing that was pre-COVID era.
Why is he on the floor anyway?
You know, I never understood that.
I think he deliberately placed himself because he knew that Stu was going to be coming through that door.
Yeah.
But if I was Sydney, I'd be like, why are you on the floor?
All right. Well, we'll see how much damage I did to my computer. I knew I shouldn't have put it there, but whatever. It happens. Everyone fights back. Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, except Pembury.
Or
True.
Cece Cooper. I don't think, did she fight back or did she just, I can't remember. We'll find out next week.
Remember, but yeah, I was going to say, but next
She
week
did.
we'll remember.
She did.
Oh, technically Omar Epps didn't fight back either.
No. But he was just a curious cat that wanted to know what the person was saying in the next stall.
Yeah.
Or what the people were doing, if there were people fooling around. Curiosity killed the cat and killed the Omar Epps also. Boom.
That sounded more like Skeet Ulrich.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder if it was just like a stock grunt that they just threw in there from one of those two. Like when she accidentally stabs him with the umbrella in real life coming up here.
Well, they had padding where his heart was because he had a surgery there before. And she actually missed the padding. And he reacted because he was actually in pain.
Yeah. Woo! That would really F you up. If that was like a real boat, like there's no soft, like flat surface that big that wouldn't break your back. Oh, poor Tatum.
Why did her hair look like it hasn't been brushed in like decades?
It's all matted and stuff.
She looked like a Barbie doll that you keep in the bottom of her toy box for a long period of time.
Right? Behind you. Oh, Denisha said fatal four-way happening on SmackDown.
Ooh.
CC did a little. Okay.
Okay.
Maverick, can't wait to see you get super chat. And yeah, I'm still still a long ways from that. I need Sorry, Kenny. I like that he points to where she can get out,
Yeah.
though. Right here.
That's what I mean. In reality, he really was the unsung hero of this film.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, Denisha, I'm almost at 4,000 watch hours, which is surprising. Um, I mean, all of it's surprising. I didn't think I'd ever have this many people sub to my channel. Grateful, by the way, to all of you that do it. But I mean, I'm like 500-ish, 600 hours away from 4,000, but I just can't. Like, I feel like I cannot get over for the longest time, it was like 472. I'd get like 473 and then it dropped down to like 471, like as soon as I went over 472. So, like I said, very grateful for everyone that is subscribed, but, yeah, maybe one day, hit that like button if you all haven't already. Thank you, Denisha. Thank you so much. Tatum fighting Ghostface is one of my favorite parts. Yeah.
Yeah.
The exploding bottles is like maybe the one in the face, maybe, but the one in the nuts, that one it puts a smile on my face every time. That bottle smashing on his junk, unless he's wearing a cup. Now that is innovation. If you're a serial killer and you think ahead enough to wear a cup just to make you impervious to low blows, that's not a bad idea. Can he show Sydney there's an exit? Yeah, I know. So cool.
Yeah.
I love that scene. You know how strong you would have to be able to throw Kenny? Like I know Gail calls him overweight, but just to get a full grown man up on top of a van that size, you'd have to be one strong MFer to do that.
Or you have a forklift handy.
Right? Something. Did we lose Care Bear?
I think we did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense, Dino, for sure. He knows the layout.
Yeah.
No, I agree. It was badass. Yeah. Boom.
Ooh.
With as heavy as that van is, it probably picked up a lot of speed going right into that tree. That would suck. See, I was like, it's him. It's him. Then, nope, I was wrong. Yeah.
I just love how he's taunting with the keys.
Right.
If you want them, come get them.
That look on her face is just like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Love this. I love this part. The finger pointing.
Yeah. Fuck you both.
Mm-hmm. This. Uh-oh. Philip said Ghostface got Carey. She got that little notification and now she's gone. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Which one of us will be next?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sydney's my favorite final girl, Dino. I think you know, 5 didn't do her the justice that I wanted. I mean, she was still badass, but she's my favorite final girl, no doubt.
Definitely. I'll go a little mad sometimes.
Mm-hmm. We all go a little mad sometimes. I had a sliver of hope that Stu was going to help her, and then this.
Yeah. As soon as he spoke into that, it's like, well, yep, that's game over.
Yep.
We know you're the killer now.
I'll check with Carey, make sure she's good. Actually, we prefer the term psychotic.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the funny thing is, I know everybody wants Stu back, but we ain't going to get this Stu when Stu does come back. He's going to be older, more mature. He'll still throw out them witty lines, but he's going to be even more crazy than he is in this.
Yeah. Carrie's internet went out, so she's rebooting it, and she should be back.
Oh, good. At least we know Ghostface didn't get Carey yet.
Right. Your mom was no Sharon Stone. So fucking good. And this is where Billy gets real.
Yeah, and then you can see even Stu was shocked.
Yep. Because he didn't know. You could tell he had no idea.
Yeah. And at that point, I think even in his own mind, like, he realized he was the scapegoat for all this for Billy.
Mm-hmm. Look, he's just like, shh, whoa. You gave it up.
Them's the rules.
This movie is just so damn good. So
It
damn
is.
good.
It aged like fine wine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why, Dino. That's why. they didn't kill her right there. They were waiting to do it on the 1-year anniversary.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know it had something to do with an anniversary, but I
Yeah.
couldn't remember which thing it was.
That's what it was. Slipped my mind for sure, but and like it's obvious based off the clothes her dad was wearing when he was saying goodnight to her that they kidnapped him that same night.
Okay. Well, night.
Yeah. When Billy turned on the radio, it was most likely to cause a little bit of noise disturbance so that Stu could snatch him up.
Yeah.
Oof. Good one, man.
I'll remember. The funny thing is, you could tell they didn't think this out with the pain.
Nope. No. So good. Yes, I agree, Denisha, 100%. 100%. Maybe, Blecka. I don't know. It's interesting to think
Depends
about.
who buys the rights to that franchise.
Craven's doing a live stream tonight. I will try to make it there.
Isn't that tomorrow?
I
thought
don't
that
know.
was tomorrow.
Maybe it's tomorrow. Yeah, you know what? I was trying to look to see who I would be potentially conflicting with, and I didn't see anything, but it would not be unlike me to screw something up. I put it right there and it's gone. Still does. I love when he looks back at her like, you fucking asshole.
Yeah. Like, shut up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, man. This is Gail Weathers signing off. Should I let the machine get it? He points to he's so mad at that he's pointing the gun at his partner.
Yeah.
You know, when people say, why would Stu want to kill Sam? This is the perfect example of why. It's the closest thing he can to getting revenge on Billy.
Yeah.
Billy stabbed obviously way too deep and then was like threatening him with a gun to his head. Obviously, he was going to just off
And then
him
he hit him
get
with
away.
the phone.
Yeah.
He hit him with the phone, too.
He hit me with the phone.
This was a happy accident. This was not planned. Love that.
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me.
Oh, this. Yeah, right here is
Yeah,
where she
when
misses. I think you can kind of see the pad a little bit.
yeah, you
on his
can see where
chest.
it's sticking out.
Mm-hmm. Oof. That one right there is where she missed.
Yep.
Yep, Care Bear's back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my internet's being a poop head.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jen, you have us. You have our early stream, and hopefully we're keeping you entertained. Oh, it is tomorrow. The Caretaker. The Undertaker. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. This line she's got is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep, she is back in all her glory. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Dino. One last scare. There it was. Her poor dad. He finds out his wife's cheating on him after she's murdered. Then her daughter starts dating a psycho who kidnaps him and nearly kills him.
And also
Talk about a
killed his
real
cheating
shitty
wife.
year. Yeah, imagine that being Neil Prescott. That guy had it worst of anybody. You find out the way you find out that your wife was cheating on you was because of her murder. Then your daughter's shitty, greasy boyfriend and his surfer bro friend kidnap you and try to frame you for murder.
Of your
and
own
almost
daughter.
get away with it. And almost get away with it.
Surfer bro.
Well, the way that he talks. Yeah, man. Believe me, I have a few friends that were surfers, and that was their dialect. The yeah, bro. And that is all. That is the movie. What did you guys think? Was it as bad as you thought it was going to be?
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh my god, I could hardly get through it. Whew.
Just a total shit show, right? Right at the 2-hour mark, too. That was like perfect timing. Holy shit. I'm not that talented, that's for sure. Where are we at? Yeah, Hang 10. Yeah, bro.
Wait, this is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not clowning on surfers. I used to surf. I'm guilty of it. But I didn't like change my dialect. The way I talk is the way I always talk. But I had friends that would like be normal. And then the second that they started putting the sex wax on their boards would be like, yeah, man. And all of a sudden everything got dragged out. Like it was weird. It was like there was some transformation that happened the second they put on a wetsuit. They turned into somebody different. And it's like, dude, what happened? Yeah. You're the same. I don't know. Going off on a tangent. My apologies.
A surfer tangent.
Right? Well, like I said, I've got some experience, so I figured I could relate. So I've got a question for you two and anybody in the chat that wants to share. Sorry. I love it. Gnarly brah. Yes. The bra. That was the thing. It wasn't bro. It was bra. Oh my God.
Come on, brah.
Yeah. Wanted to slap my friends. Like, dude, you're not from Venice. You're from Central Valley. Chill out. I give it 10 ghost face masks. All right. So when did you guys see this movie? How old were you guys? Do you guys remember your first experience and your first thoughts?
Well, I had a couple attempts with trying to watch it, but I was scared to watch it a couple times.
How old were you?
Well, it came out in 96, so I would have been 6 years old, but I would at least give it maybe like 7, 8, maybe. Okay. And I finally watched it at my one aunt's house, which, by the way, the location where my aunt's house was, it actually looked very similar to the ending of Scream, so it kind of freaked me out even more.
It looked like Stu's house?
Yeah, like, you know how at the end they show like the sunset or whatever, like right. Just that outlook of everything.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
It looked exactly like that. I'm like, now I'm afraid to go outside.
Yeah. You know, that was the thing about like with the Friday the 13th movies. I was never afraid of them until I went camping. And you know, so I get it, like where the setting is what
just like with Blair Witch, I was afraid to go out in the woods for a little while.
Exactly. Bob, how about you?
I would have been 9 years old. So it was well after it had came out, because when it came out, I was 1. If I saw it then my mother could call me a liar. I don't know if she went to the theater with me or not. But the earliest I can remember is at age 9. And it took me a couple times to watch it because I was scared from that opening. Like, I could not get past that opening kill. And in a way, I'm glad that I finally did get past that, because that was a masterpiece of a horror film that reignited the entire slasher genre to come at that point.
Yeah. What did you guys think when you finally made it through the entire movie? Like, what did you guys love it as much as you do now? Did you appreciate it, but not as much as you do now? How was it?
I was hooked. Yeah. And I'm sorry, but I had like a raging crush on Stu.
Yeah. Well, you know what? There is much to be desired about Matthew Lillard, so I don't blame you. He is a handsome man. At least if I were into dudes, he would be my type.
You're allowed to have man crushes.
Yeah. For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you guys both immediately liked it, or did you guys not care for it the first time you saw it?
Well, I was
Oh, I
terrified of
immediately.
it. I was terrified of it at first, but when I finally got past that fear, I was drawn even more because I loved the mystery aspect of it. I loved that there was drama. I loved that there was even oddly enough romantic elements. I loved that it had everything.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Bob, how about you, buddy?
I was hooked immediately. I mean, especially being at a young age to where most of the horror films always had nudity. This is one that always got a pass with everybody I knew because of the no nudity. So, like, when I'd go over to friends' houses, it's like one of the few we could watch. So I'm like always the man we watch it because I was hooked with that mystery aspect. It's like watching Scooby Doo for adults.
Mm-hmm.
With
Yeah,
whodunits.
no, dude, and I totally think that a Scooby Doo Ghostface crossover would be. It's like that would be my dream come true because I'm a huge Scooby Doo fan, huge. Which
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy when Matthew Lillard actually got cast
Oh hell yeah!
for Shaggy. Oh yeah, like I'm with you, man. It's the who done it and everything. So I'm looking at movie trivia because Patrick just let me know that I did pass 500 subs, which is in freaking insane. I can't
Woohoo! And
believe
we
that.
got to be here to see
I
it.
know. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I got to do it with of all the people. Like you guys are my most like loyal friends in this community. Like I'm so grateful. That's crazy. So I'm gonna have to find something else on top of the Evil Dead. Oh, there's my daughter. She's coming to congratulate me for I guess 500 subs as well. Uh, now she's not. She's like, get out of here, Dad. So I'm looking for some horror movie trivia questions. Um, I started looking through some of the Scream stuff, and it was more like fun facts, and there was not very many questions that I could find. Because well, okay, I'll make a deal with you two on the panel. I'll I'll get you guys something separate. So we'll only include it for the people in the chat because you guys have the ability to blurt out the answer before someone can type it. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. So we'll do it for everybody that's in the chat. And then I'll find something else for the fight because I said I would get something from my collection if I hit 500. So I will do that. And I'll just need you guys to let me know who you see first. Come up with the answer. I just got to find the right question that's not too hard or not too easy. I saw a Scream on TV. Whenever I caught it, I could never watch the opening kill. Too scary. Dude, it's a great opening scene. It really is. It's a tone setter. But the thing is the movie, it comes out the gate so hot, but it doesn't slow down. The movie doesn't slow down, even without having kills or chase scenes. Like the pace of the movie is so damn good. Like everything was perfect. Perfect with this movie.
They set up the characters very well. They set up everything. So
yeah, you cared about everybody. I don't remember the first time I saw it. I do. I was in theaters. Like I said, I was lucky. I was lucky to have some cool older brothers. But I told this story on Gory. So if you guys have heard this before, I apologize. But did you guys ever have anybody that pranked you with phone calls like this? Because as cool as my older brothers were to take me to see this movie, one of their friends was like, he was the chain smoker of all chain smokers. Like he literally put out his cigarette by lighting his other cigarette, and he had a real gravelly voice. And they called me. They were hiding in our backyard, and I was home alone I had a little dog, and they called me. It was a few months after we saw this movie, and they did the whole, like, it was not a playful phone call. It was very fucking scary. Like it was, do you want to die tonight? What's your favorite scary movie? They hit Roger L. Jackson beat for beat. And I freaked out, and like an idiot, instead of running out the front door, like Sid talks about, I ran to the backyard. I grabbed a kitchen knife. I had my dog in the other hand, and I ran to the backyard where I was trapped. Right. But then that's where I ended up finding them laughing their ass off at how scared I was. So, I mean, dude, it was jacked up. I was 10 years old to get that phone call home alone. Like that was jacked. But
how long did it take for you to want to watch the movie again?
Oh, that was it. The thing with the movies, they never really, the only movie that really that I can think of off the top of my head right now that got to me was It. And it was more of like, I was afraid of the shower drain. I was afraid of the toilet. I was like, that fucking clown is going to reach up and grab me and yank me down into the, that scared me. But it just, anytime the phone rang, it scared, like I got nervous that that. And then after Scream 2, it always scared me when I saw people, even like Star Wars, like when people would dress up like characters from Star Wars, like I would be like, dude, these people are like, what if they do the Scream 2 thing and they want to not obviously with a lightsaber, what if they want to start killing people in the theater dressed like these fucking characters from the movie? So, Scream 2 did kind of mess me up too, because then again, I was around 11. Maybe I was still 10. I can't remember if I was. No, I think I was around 11. So I was still really young. But Dino says definitely didn't appreciate it as a kid. As I got older, started to love it. I could see that, dude. And the way I appreciate this movie, Scream 96, now is not how I appreciated it back then. I still loved it back then, but I see it so much more through a different lens, and it's crazy. It's it's better than what I thought.
Do you know why I think that is? I think it's because after Scream 96, seen so many other horror movies after that, they have tried to they tried to replicate or duplicate the formula time and time again, but they never got it right. So now that we watch Scream again, we appreciate it even more because we know that they got that formula right.
Yeah. No, and that's a valid point. Like it's true. We've seen many imitators, right? Like we've seen people try to do the same thing through a different point of view or a different lens, and nothing quite hits. It's like everything, even the improv, right? The stuff that like I called them the Bob Ross, the happy accidents, right? Where Skeet throws the phone and it hits Matthew Lillard in the head, and that whole scene, like it was an accident, but it worked so well to show the chaos
and the camera keep rolling.
Right. It was a chaotic moment, and it captured that accident, made it so perfect, made it feel real. Dino, I definitely, there might have been a happy accident in my pants after they did that shit, for sure.
Did you turn your Fruit Loops into a fudge factory?
Oh my god, dude. It was so jacked up. Jen says she was 31 when Scream came out. I did not see it in theaters though. Well, oh, look who's here.
Hey, Craven.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Craven.
Glad to see you. Glad to see you.
So I didn't have a prank phone call, but there was this one time when we were camping and there was a big cornfield. And for some reason, my cousin brought a ghost face mask with him, and he in the cornfield, and he would keep jumping up at people, and he would scare the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could believe it. Like, so we did for a little while. We had one of those corn mazes during Halloween. So we'd have like haunted houses, places with haunted houses, and then they had the corn mazes. But they made sure that nobody was bringing masks or anything in like that. Like it was scary enough just going through a corn maze. You know what I mean? But I couldn't imagine somebody putting a ghost face mask on and dropping, or jumping through some of those freaking. Oh man, that scared
He
the
was
shit out of
scaring
me.
the shit out of everybody. But
Yeah.
me, I was like, dude, ghost face.
Ghost face. Can I have your autograph? Thank you, Craven. I know, man. Crazy. So crazy. Very, very fortunate for sure.
We're good luck charms.
You guys are. You
Yeah.
guys are my good luck charms. Absolutely. Philip says cornfields can be scary. While I'm going through these, I'm trying to find. So I have one. Should I make them what on the scale of 1 to 10? How hard should I make these questions?
I'd say 5. Kind
Okay,
of in the middle.
let me put this one in the private chat, and you tell me if you think this is too easy or too hard. So this will be, let's see. Okay, this will be for the Evil Dead Blu-ray. So hopefully we still have people that hung out with us here in the chat. This is going to be it's a Evil Dead Steelbook. So it's sealed. There's a few tears in the sealant because it's not like that heavy duty of plastic. But
Matt also got a little hungry.
I got a little hungry. You're right. You're right. I haven't had anything but beer. Gosh, sorry. But what you need to do, whoever is the winner, before I post the trivia question, is find me on social media. There should be links for my Twitter. If you're not already following me, or my Instagram, just hit me up so I can get your address, and then I can I'll send you a copy, just so I can send that to you. So the last person I gave a Blu-ray to, it was a little bit tricky trying to hunt them down. So please make sure that you reach out to me. Either leave a comment with your handle after this stream or on one of my other videos. Just let me know you were the one that won, and follow or do it on social media so I could get this to you, because I love giving this stuff away. It's like literally makes me feel good. But I don't want someone to be like, oh, I won this and he never gave it to me. So what do you guys think? Or if you guys have suggestions for the questions too, let me know. Okay, so you guys are down with that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me bring this over here. All right, you guys, get your fingers ready on the keyboard. I am going to just make sure. Okay. In 5 seconds, I'm going to count down from 5. I'm going to send this off, and Bob and Carey are going to tell me who the first ones are, or we'll just see if we all get the same. If we're all different, we'll just see whoever pops up first on mine then.
Well, first of all, put the answer in the private chat.
Oh, my bad. I'll put the answer in the private chat so you guys can see.
Although I think I know it, but just to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I know the suspense is killing me, right? Here we go. What the hell? I copied it. Why did it post the question again? The answer is 7. I'm just kidding. That's not the answer, guys.
The number or the movie?
That is such a good movie. I don't know why it keeps copying the question and not the answer. It's so hard to type with these gloves on. Okay, one more time, and if it doesn't happen, then I'll just type it. Okay, I'm just going to type it. Fuck it. Take these damn gloves off. All right. Hopefully I'm typing this in the private chat.
Then everybody's getting an Evil Dead Blu-ray.
Yep. That's
Well,
what I
Jen, if
thought.
you're a collector of physical media or if you want to sell it, you could do that also. It's not going to offend me. It's whatever you want to do. You can still play. If you know the answer, I encourage you to play. Or you could gift it if you've got family members that love Evil Dead or just physical media. It's very cool. It's a cool thing. You guys see the answer?
Yeah.
Was that what you were thinking, Bob?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So in 5, I'm gonna count down from 5. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got 2 new people just joined. So if you know the answer it, and you can win the Evil Dead Steelbook. 2 new people just jumped in the chat. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't do that. I really don't want to get a copyright strike now at this point. If I haven't been booted off the internet by now, I should probably shut up. Judges?
I would say no.
Okay. They're still going.
Mm-hmm.
Still going. Come on, guys. Come on. It's an open book test, too. So you guys, there we go. Dino.
Hey.
Dino is the winner. Is that what you guys got, too? You guys got Dino?
Still hasn't popped up. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, there it is. It
All
took
right,
a moment.
Dino, that's yours, buddy. So I've sent you something before, so I might be able to just find it on Instagram. But yeah, dude, awesome. Okay, so do any of you guys have anything you want to talk about, promote while I look for something else to give away for the 500 subs?
No, because my thing's like a month away. I don't want to hype up war games too much.
Okay.
Well, okay, we could talk about who do we think is going to be the killers for Scream 6.
Fantastic. Yeah, let's do Scream 6 predictions. I'm going to look for something cool to give away. So I'm going to kill my camera for a second. And I won't kill it. I'll put it to sleep.
We don't get to hear Benny Hill music while you look for something?
No, God, no. That would be hilarious, though. Oh, my God. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, give me a few minutes, maybe less, and come back. All right? I'll see you guys shortly.
Okay, so what are your predictions, Barbarino?
I'm gonna stick to my guns with I definitely say Tara is gonna be 1, even if it's not revealed until 7. But it's what kind of where Mav was going with Stu being involved in wanting to kill Sam. I think they'll set something up with that. But I actually think it's gonna be what was that? Gene Segura's character. I think that's
Danny?
the name. Yeah.
It's so weird because I thought at first they were going to call him David.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And then it's now Danny, and it's just weird.
But I'm like dead set on thinking that Danny's going to be the cracked mask, ghost face.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Because just like looking at his stature, I just feel like he could do some stuff.
Yeah.
Like he seems like he could be trained. Like the way that I'm like trying to look on the like in the trailer, and I'm trying to see like the way his hair is done, like his body language. He just seems very like calculated, and he just seems very like serious all the time. Like when you see him in every scene, he just looks so like he's observing everything.
Yeah.
I could be reading too much into it, but
you could be, but I definitely think the one with the like weathered mask, cracked mask, it has to be somebody that would have had experience in general. Because when we see them at the bodega, you cannot tell me that's a teenager or somebody in college. I'm not buying that.
Because the way that he dodges when the owner's trying to like shoot at him, dude, not anyone could do that. Not anyone.
No, it's somebody with experience. Similar to like you can argue Mickey was like trained hitman, so it's definitely got to be trained, in my opinion.
Okay. I didn't catch what you guys were talking about, so I'm very interested to hear it. I've got two things. You guys tell me if you think they're cool or not. Okay. So one of them, remember that book we did the last time that like I think Alonzo won, but he wasn't here, and you guys are like, if you're not here to claim it, you don't get it.
Yeah.
So I still have that book. It's a giant. It's horror and cinema. It's like 700 pages. So we could do that, or this, for the NECA Michael Myers from Halloween 2018. So I'll give
like different masks in there.
Yeah, they have. So it's got the pumpkin with the hearts from when he killed what's her name, the babysitter. I'm trying to blank on her name. The blonde chick. I'm just Vicky. Yes.
Yeah.
It's got Christopher Nelson's mangled face from inside the patrol vehicle, and then it's got a secondary, the dirtied up, even more dirtied up Myers mask. I think that's the one after he got shot. Oh no, that's not. It's just it's just an alternate mask. So I will I'll let whoever wins. I just gotta find another question. Choose between those two. Do you think those are cool, or for 500 or no?
Yeah, I definitely think they're cool.
Yeah, if you're a horror movie geek, you'll definitely appreciate those.
Yeah. Okay. Good enough. So you guys were talking about who you think the killers are going to be for Scream 6, and I'm very interested. So
one thing we agree on and one thing we do. We
don't.
One thing you do and one thing you do?
One thing we do and one thing we don't.
Okay, what is that? Who is that, or what is that?
Well,
let's start with the agreement.
Okay, true. Yeah.
We're both in agreement that Danny is going to be the weathered and cracked mask one.
Danny, did you guys say why, or is it just instinct?
His
like
posture, the way he you always see him. He's like very
his
calculating.
mannerisms. Yes, he's very calculating.
Okay. Does it have anything to do with him being the bad guy in Arrow?
I was gonna say I've never seen anything about Arrow. Just so you know.
For me, no. I know he was the bad guy in that, but this time it has nothing to do with that. It's just a gut feeling I have.
Instead of saying which bad guy he was, because there's a lot of masked bad guys in that, I just left it with the bad guy. So if excuse me, anyone has the desire to go back and watch that show, they can gosh dang it, I got a frog in my throat. Excuse me. How unprofessional of me. You can go back and you can still be kind of surprised. But I loved most of the seasons of Arrow. Some of them were kind of shitty. Okay, so you guys both think that Danny is that have anything to do with the Dead by Daylight?
Not with me anyway. I know that Jake is. I know that that's what Jake thinks, but for me, I'm literally. For me, 100% solely, I am just thinking about the part in the trailer with the bodega scene where you see this ghost face. He looks badass as fuck. He is in there to just he means business, and I'm just thinking
and take names
exactly. And I'm thinking, what character looks like they could do that? They could be capable of that. And I look at his character, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
he could be capable of that.
Yeah, he kicks ass in Arrow for sure. So he's got the chops. He's got the chops. Craven says Danny, Ethan, and Zerny owns the shrine and the mastermind. I definitely think he's looking like the guy who's has the funds to finance something like that. I feel like Danny is just so damn obvious, and would
Was
they
it
do
Billy?
that again?
Oh, I was gonna
I know.
say. I was gonna say, wasn't Billy obvious?
No, I know, and I honestly think Jack Quaid was obvious, but would they do it again? Could you imagine the backlash they would get if it's like him, the obvious one again?
But if they make the motive, what if the motive ends up being so fucking good that you don't care
You
who
forget.
it is? Mhm.
Absolutely. I'm not against it. I don't want to seem like I'm against the idea. It's just, man, he looks, like you said, he looks the part. Are we going to do that again? I don't know.
Well, they did the boyfriend again, so I mean, anything's possible.
I know. And is he going to be a romantic whatever with Sam, or, I don't know.
See, I cover this stuff in my theory, in my Roman theory.
I know, and I'm so excited for that. Is that coming out tomorrow, by the way, or?
If anything, I'll be able to work on it on Sunday because I work tomorrow.
Okay. Dino said he has a theory on who the cracked Ghostface killer is in 6. If you guys want to hear it, Dino, I would love to hear it.
Definitely.
Love to hear it. Absolutely.
And I think he already typed it.
Oh, did he? Okay, I'm still catching up. Jin says, I think the shrine belongs to Ryan Johnson. Boy, would that be meta, right? That would be so meta. You know what? Now that I think about it, what if, because he was the one who did the stab that pissed Amber and Richie off, right?
Stab-8 or whatever.
Yeah, Stab-8. So what if, because that movie did so poorly that he was relegated to like off Broadway? Like that was like, he was like, he got booted, blacklisted from Hollywood. Jin, you could be onto something. I don't know what his motive, if you're saying that he would be the mastermind behind it, or not, but it is meta. I don't know how meta they want to go, but if they really want to go meta, that would be interesting for sure. All right, let's see what Dino's got. So I think Vince survived the next stab, and that's why the cracked Ghostface mask breathes so heavy, because of his throat still being damaged. Ooh. And the one on the phone is always the other Ghostface. Okay. The breathing thing that's actually pretty interesting. I think it's very, they never, did they say that he was dead in Scream 5 though? Did they refer to him as dead?
I'm pretty sure they did.
In the trailer where they're talking to Dewey, they do say, why would you stab the random guy? Or kill the random guy. That's what they said in the trailer. But, I mean, you could say anybody's dead or alive. You know what I mean? Like, you could say that they're dead or alive, but that doesn't mean necessarily that they are.
Right. Well, Dino knows this. I mean, I'm guilty of doing it all the time. Anything that is a non-conventional idea, I absolutely love it. So I really do like it.
Okay, now I'm going to say this, though.
Yes.
If Vince can be alive since nobody was around, why can't Jill still be alive who was in the hospital? She would have gotten attention faster than even Vince would have.
Well,
she had more injuries, though.
Yeah, but you're getting stabbed right here around the jugular area, and you're going to be bleeding out quick.
But she also got shot in the chest. She also got electrocuted. She also threw herself through glass. Stabbed herself in the shoulder.
Her kicking her own ass is the best. That's the best. It's
best Ghostface reveal.
It's what was the Jim Carrey movie? Me, Myself, and I. I'm kicking my own ass.
No, liar, liar.
Oh, that was liar, liar.
I was
always
about
get
to
those-
say, can someone
he was
please
in the
make a
bathroom.
meme of liar, liar?
Yeah, I always get those mixed up. Liar, liar, and Fight Club. If like you crossed those two movies, like that was
Yeah.
Jill's scene. I'm looking for a trivia question, by the way. So Dino, I think that's very, very interesting. I think Vince wants to kill them because he believes the survivors in 6 were in on killing him and Liv. There's motive, right? There's also the Mocker family ties. If you wanted to go that route, no, I like it. I think it's a stretch, but I like it, dude. I like it. I like the creativity too. Everyone hated Stab-A. Yes, everybody.
Yes.
Did. Yes, Judy said he was dead. Okay, I thought on the phone call that she had with Ghostface in the car, I definitely thought that was part of the conversation where she had like said something like, I killed 3 people or 2 people, and she's like, you've only killed 1, and that's when he mentioned that he was in her, like insinuated that he was in her house where Wes was. Okay, let me send you guys this one and you tell me what you think. Let me send, where's the private chat? I kind of want a better one though. So you guys aren't going to offend me if you think that's a shitty question. Because like some of them are.
Actually, I think it's a good one. Actually, I think this is a good one.
Care Bear, what about you?
I agree.
Okay, you guys like it? Yeah, because like some of them are like so damn easy, right? Like, what's the name brand of the doll that Chucky's made from? And then other ones are like, what film brought 500 frogs from South America into production? Like, it's like hard to find a middle ground, right? Like they're either super easy or super hard. Okay, so we're good with that one. Just a reminder for those of you that are in the chat, we've got 13 lovely people here, and I am so grateful to have you guys all here with me. I'm going to put this question in the chat. I'm going to count it down from 5 to 1, and whoever wins has a choice. Actually, I could give a third choice, and this is to celebrate the fact that I just passed 500 subscribers. There's this book. It's a giant, cool coffee table book, horror and cinema. There is this NECA figure from Halloween 2018, Michael Myers. And I have some other Blu-ray steelbooks I was going to give out over the next course of videos that we do, but I will share those now. If you can have your choice, because I'm feeling so generous. So this one is the David Harbour. I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but it's cool artwork. Hellboy. I really do like David Harbour too. So that is a sealed steel book. This one is Schwarzenegger in Total Recall. It's a classic if you haven't seen it. All of these you can win, so stick around for the trivia. The trivia question. There's First Blood. If you don't like this movie, I don't know. I can't help you. I love that movie. And then these two are double features. It's Terminator 2 and Total Recall, and they got the it's like that lenticular cover. So as you turn it, it's either Total Recall or Terminator 2. So you can have your choice. Whoever gets this answer right. Lisa, I would encourage you to just hang out for like 2 more minutes. I'm going to post this question here in the chat, and you could win yourself one of these fine items. So I will count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll put the answer in the private chat for you guys also, so you guys know it. There is the private chat. Oh, here it is. Oh, God, it keeps doing that. It won't let me post the. Okay. Let me check.
Got a winner.
We have where?
10:45 p.m. from Mr. Bones.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, Mr. Bones. It was the remake of It. So Bones, what do you want, man? You can have any of the things. If you need me to show it again, let me know. I will gladly show it off. So your choice. Just hit me up on Dino and Bones. Hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, and let me know where I can ship this stuff. I saw a book in a NECA, and there was there anything else? Yeah. So I'll show them off one more time. So Steelbook, it's a double feature. It's Total Recall and Terminator 2. It's got that lenticular cover. Steelbook, these are all Steelbooks, by the way, of Rambo First Blood. Steelbook of Total Recall by itself, and a Steelbook of Hellboy. So your call. Whatever you want, I will send it to you, because I am so thankful that I had I passed 500 subs, man. That's crazy. So crazy. Oh, thanks, Pat. I appreciate it. Yeah. Have a good time with it.
The NECA.
All right, NECA it is. So Bones here and Dino here. All right. Anything else Scream 6 related? I know we're like inching closer. I think by the next time we do Scream 2, we're going to have like the official Super Bowl commercial, which maybe gives us something different. Anything else you guys can think of? We got you to 502. Hell yeah, you did, man. I'm blown away. Couldn't believe it. Like, I think it was last night, because my son is like obsessed with however many subscribers I have. And he always laughs at me, because he's like fans of like people that have like millions of subscribers, like Mr. Beast and all that stuff. And he'll always ask, and then he starts laughing when I tell him. And he's like, if you get to 512, I'll stop laughing. Such a random number, but he said 512. He's like, I'll stop laughing at you. So I can't believe I think I was at like 480 last night or yesterday, midday yesterday. So yeah, seriously, like honestly, it sounds cheesy, but I'm super, super, super grateful for everybody that's comes and hangs out and watches my videos and comments and all that stuff. Or anybody in the chat have any questions regarding Scream 6, comments about Scream 96, anything that they want to talk about, let me know while I still have my wonderful panel of people here.
Well, I do see you have one starred.
Oh. That was a yes. So Blake asked, here's the question everyone's asking. Will we get a Gale sex scene in Scream 6?
I don't think anybody wants that.
At this, like Scream, up until like Scream 1 and 2, I would have wanted it. And 3, the bangs just turned me off. But 4 was when you saw the turn, you saw the change. I don't know. I don't think I don't even think we're gonna have time to get to that. Maybe we'll get one of those scenes where she's like putting her blouse on, like insinuating that it happened. But it just feels like it's so soon after Dewey that I don't know if I want to see that. I don't want to see that.
I have to agree. And also, if we do get it, make it like Scream 1. You don't have to show too much.
No.
Yeah, it was like tasteful, and which is funny because Wes at early point in his career directed some adult films, or I don't know if he directed or produced or was like a stagehand mop up guy. I don't know
He
what he was. But
actually starred in one too.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, it was called Fireworks Woman.
I did not know that. So Wes was packing, is what you're saying, Carey.
Well, I don't think he actually.
I think he was like one of the back.
Oh, he was a
people.
side character. I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't we do this? Let's give. I'm gonna just give away a regular Blu-ray because I'm just in a great mood. I'm gonna grab another Blu-ray. All right. You know what? I'll just come up with a trivia question, and whoever wins, I'll send them some pictures on Instagram or Twitter of some of the Blu-rays that I have available. Like I said, they're all sealed; they're not opened. And we'll give one more thing away before we start wrapping things up. But before we do that, let's have you guys promote your channel or what you have coming up. So that way we still have the asses in seats. Because I always feel like as soon as people start winding down, that's when people start looking for the next thing. So we're going to give away another Blu-ray. But if you haven't done so already, first smash the like button. That would be awesome if you haven't done so. But go into the description and subscribe to my good friends, Carey, Craves Cinema, and Hunting for Entertainment, Bob Hunt. Please subscribe to their channels. They have something that you'll like. Most likely they have a lot of things that you'll like. But just, they're great people. They have great content. Please do me a favor and check that out. So, Bob or Carey, do you have anything you want to promote right now? We got 17 people in the chat. While you're doing it, I'm gonna go grab a few Blu-rays just to show off, so people know what they're looking for. So, who wants to go first?
I'll let Carey go first.
Well, I don't really. Well, I guess I'm doing the Valentine's thing, as I said before, where I am doing the mushy, lovey-dovey movies and also like a double feature type of thing in case if you don't want the romantic movie, you can have a thriller, Fatal Attraction-esque kind of movie. And then in March, I'm doing reviews for the Scream films, and I am ranking the ghost faces, and I am also doing a ranking of the non-main characters.
Sounds interesting. I actually can't wait for that. As for me, as I still have so much catching up on horror with somebody that hasn't watched a lot of horror films, and we can't really have a good time together to stream with his computer. I won't be available until March 17th when 2K23 comes out, to where I have a special live stream coming for everybody involving a faction I created against another faction I created in War Games. And I think you're all going to enjoy it. We're going to have a real thrill with that, if you will. Especially as I'll probably be the only one on my own faction that doesn't betray myself.
Did I miss all the good stuff?
Definitely gonna be checking that out.
Yeah, I was at 490 when I started this, but I think yesterday I was at like 480. Were you guys both able to kind of plug your channels?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good night, Jen. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I really, really appreciate you being here. Awesome. Iconic day for the show. I know some people laugh at 500, but for me, it's 500 more than I ever dreamed that I would have. So, real quick, do I have any bilingual, particularly Spanish-speaking Batman fans in the chat? Random question. Spanish-speaking Batman fans, let me know in the chat, please. And while I wait, let me see if I can find another good trivia question. I have other, like, if there's some obscure, some people are into obscure like movies. I have obscure titles too, but I've got some bigger name things here that I will give away, or at least show to give away tonight. Mav, do you have any? Do you have my Addy from the one time? From the one time at band camp. I think I do, Bones. Let me check. If not, I'll just hit you up. But I believe I do. Okay, so Dino is a Spanish-speaking Batman fan. Since you won, let me just see if there's anyone else, and if not, I'll just slip this. I'll slip this in with the other Blu-ray. Dino, I swear to God, wins everything on my show. It's like it's rigged. So it's from the Nolan trilogy, but it's all in Spanish. So I will throw that in with Dino, unless there's somebody else. Any IFC? You're learning Spanish. I will accept that, Abdur, but you got to find me on Instagram or Twitter so I know where to send that Blu-ray. So if you can find me on Instagram or Twitter, it should be in the description. If not, it's on my page. Hit me up and give me your address, and I will send that over to you. Sorry, Dino, but I gotta share. Patrick, I don't have any IFC films that I can think of, but I don't know if you said that before or after I took the Batman Blu-ray away from you, Dino. So I apologize. But yeah, Patrick, I don't have any IFC films. So let me find another trivia question, and I'll run it by my panel of judges. And I'll see what you guys think. And while we wait, I'll kind of talk about on my channel, the last few things that I've done some shorts just while I was at home trying to take care of my daughter. That those were fun. I didn't think I would really get into doing those, but I like them. Those are actually pretty fun. The other thing is, right now, my passion project that I'm working on is a review of all the first 7 seasons of Are You Afraid of the Dark? 91 episodes. I've got one out. Next week, I should have my second one out. It's cool because I'm remembering how I saw them, kind of like what we were talking about with Scream 96. I'm remembering how I saw it as a kid. It's been a million years since I've seen them, but I'm also kind of reviewing them as an adult. So there's a lot of inappropriate language. I mean, Carey can attest to it. I say a lot of of bad stuff in it. So it's fun. I'm also doing a unboxing. I've got a bunch of boxes literally right below me that I haven't even gotten to open yet. Horror Pack, Loot Fright, I think it is, or one of those things. I got a special box I ordered drunk one night off of Full Moon's website. It was like their Christmas special box. I still haven't opened that, but I'm a huge fan of Puppet Master, so I'm hoping that there's something from that franchise in there. So I'm going to be doing some unboxing stuff. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, check them out. And like I was saying, check out Bob and Carey's stuff. Help kind of more than anything, share it. If you like it, don't just hit the thumbs up button, but share it with someone that kind of has the same sees things or enjoys things the same way you do. That's the best way for us to kind of get on other people's radars. So, let's see, dude, some of these are so goddamn obscure questions. It's crazy. Okay, I think this is a good one. Let me send it to you guys and get your approval. And then
From the Midnight Society. Oh, that one's kind of easy, man.
You think it's easy?
Yeah, that's a little easy.
Okay. Okay. Oh God, that one's so crazy. Oh my God. Have you guys ever seen The Babadook? I might get some shit for this, but I've never seen it.
I watched it like once and I was bored with it. I didn't actually really like it that much.
Yeah, I only watched it once, so I haven't gone back to it since.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tara.
Not sorry, Tara.
Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but the trailer of 6, when Ghostface throws that guy through the bookshelf, I could have sworn the knife was clean before he wipes it. If so, I smell a fake kill. What do you guys think? I don't remember if the knife was clean or not. Can you guys picture that in your head? Or I don't know if you guys
remember.
Well, I'm picturing him throwing whoever it is through the bookshelf, but I don't remember if the knife was clean or not.
And neither do I. I can see the bookshelf just fine.
Who do you think that is that's getting thrown through the bookshelf?
I think it's like a bodyguard or a cop that was hired to keep a close eye on Gale.
Yeah, I think some type of bodyguard.
You don't think it's Mason Gooding? Like some people have been saying.
No. Some people were even saying that it was Ravioli.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. What would he be doing in Gale's? What would he be doing?
That doesn't even make any sense.
Stalking?
Yeah.
Right? Gosh dang it. This one is like I said, it's either like too easy or too damn hard. Do any of you guys have a trivia question? I know. Do any of you guys have something that you want to type and ask? Or just ask and see who gets it? Let me see if I can find something on a different website. Yeah, Mr. Bones, that is what I heard, is that there's a kid that's just annoying as fuck. And that was kind of the big I think I'll pass because it's already kind of not. I think one day I will watch it. It just I don't know. It's people whose opinions I trust kind of told me that, and I was like, well, if they're telling me don't watch it, then I'll take their word for it for now. So let's see. Okay, let's try this one. Let's see what we got. Unless you guys got one, you guys can ask away. Which Jesus Christ. How simple can some of these get? I heard a rumor that the guy that got thrown through the bookshelf was Joel. Oof. You guys think Joel's going to be in it?
No, I don't.
Air Bear, how about you?
No. As much as I would love to see him be in it, I don't think he is, because it would kind of be against what the whole point of Scream 2 was. Because he was the smart one that got away.
Yep.
It would be contradictory if he actually came back.
That you'd kind of at the same time be insulting Kevin Williamson and Wes for having that idea and him being the smart character for once.
Well, if it came to him, though, is that take away from it? If, like, because as far as he was concerned, it was Windsor College and it was Woodsboro. And the fact that they go to New York, is that, like the fact that the shit storm is following him, it's different if he just kind of gets caught up in the mess.
Okay, I'm going to say this, and this is very, very controversial. But if you do that, he'd have to be the opening kill. Otherwise, he would want to get out.
That's fair. That's fair. And it goes back to me going like, don't bring back someone just to kill him. Don't do that. Okay, for whatever reason, my fucking mouse is being stupid. I think I have one. I'm gonna run it by you guys. My panel of amazing judges. And you let me know. Oh, that's a good one too, Care Bear.
That is.
This was the one that I saw. It's kind of hard, but it's, like I said, I think some of these just boil down to how fast can you Google something.
Yeah. Well, outside Carey's question, I mean, we did just see
I know that one.
And I know that one too.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Yes on that one or on Carey's? I'm fine with either one.
I'm fine with either one too.
Carey, you're the final decider. You're going to decide someone's fate right now.
I like your question.
Do you like it better than your question? That's the real question.
Well, if people were here and watched the movie, they would, if they paid attention, they would already know the answer.
I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm going to go with Carey. Now, guys, Dino and Bones, let's try to let someone else win. Normally, I'm against that, but I want to spread the wealth. So then maybe whoever wins goes, hey, you should go to this guy's channel. He gives away some cool shit. Hence, more subscribers. So I'm going to send this off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dino says, I'll give it away if I win, I promise. You're such a good guy, Dino. You're such a good guy.
Let's see.
Who was paying attention in the class today? You guys let me know when we get an answer. I got to throw all this beer away.
Welcome back, K-pop.
Welcome back, Katie.
Hey, Katie. I know we're going longer than I expected, but that's not a bad thing.
Dino got it.
Big no-no.
Big no-no.
No.
Big no-no. I love when they're throwing the popcorn at him. Okay, so Dino, since you're Mr. Smarty Pants, you have to decide who you're going to gift this to. You're just going to gift the win to somebody, and then that person gets to choose what they're going to take. So, Mr. Smarty Pants, now the pressure's on you. You got to pick somebody to be the recipient. And if you're here in the chat, but maybe you're not typing, just type your name, say, hey, Dino, you're handsome or something, and maybe he'll pick you. Dino, you're handsome, by the way. I don't know why my stupid mouse, it's like the wireless one. It just all of a sudden stopped connecting. Try to.
Sounds like you're having the same issue as Jake is having.
Jake Killjoy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got the same shit going on? Yeah, man. I don't know. It's weird. I got a Blu-ray player for. Oh shit, that's something I totally forgot about. So I got a Blu-ray player for my computer because I'm working on getting a Patreon started, and one of the things that one of the perks of that is I'll be doing watch-alongs, but where nobody's gonna have to go out and buy anything. Like if they're a member, they can watch. You know, I have the memberships to Shudder and all that stuff. Like anything, we can watch anything. But I needed a Blu-ray player for my computer, and ever since I got that, it's like jacked with the mouse. And I don't know if it's just the timing is coincidental or what. But Dino asked if he can pick a panel member. Absolutely. I don't care. You can pick a panel member if you want. And yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, Katie, we all hope you're doing well. We miss you. Oh, there you are. Love you, and I miss y'all. Well, we miss you too. We miss you too. Absolutely.
We miss you a lot.
Yeah, but that's weird that Jake is having that same problem at the same time. I don't know what it is. So yeah, it's not, my Patreon is not up and running, but it will be. And like I said, it's going to be watch-alongs where like basically the monthly subscriptions and all the physical media that I have is going to be at people's disposals to like vote on and stuff. So eventually, it's not there yet. I'm not there yet, but one day. So yeah, that is pretty much all I've got in the works. Dino is going to decide someone's going to get some cool stuff, and it's all going to be thanks to Dino and his big smart brain.
Dun, dun, dun.
No pressure.
I know, Dino. Now everybody's going to either someone's going to love you and everyone else is going to hate you. There's going to be 9, possibly 10 other people that are going to hate you. Actually, possibly 11, because it's between Bob and Carey. He's going to flip.
Oh, no.
Tails landed on Bob. Bob, what do you want, dude? Ooh. I've got...
It's okay, Dino.
So there's...
You're awesome, too.
The Strangers Pray at Night on Blu-ray. There is It on Blu-ray. Friday the 13th, the final chapter on Blu-ray. Annabelle on Blu-ray. These are kind of the bigger name titles that I have. Hereditary on Blu-ray. Those are the bigger name ones. And if you want something that's none of those, we can talk afterwards.
I'll do Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
That is a solid choice, my friend. So Bobby, I will put that right there. All this stuff is gonna get mailed off. Anything else? Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Well, I know me and Carey are going to be in disagreement about Tara in this film.
Okay, let's get into it. I think I know where both of you guys stand, but I want to hear you guys talk it out.
Bob, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't really want to get killed on stream.
Keep in mind that no matter what...
I'm the only one that's going to say this.
No killing, Carey.
My back.
It's Carey Craves Cinema, not Carey Kills Bob. So, Carey, be nice. Bob, I want to hear it, dude. You tell me.
I'm just saying, wherever Tara goes, I go. So
Wednesday.
There's a few reasons for why I say Tara's going to be revealed as a killer, and you had brought up my strongest argument. We're going off, why would Stu want to kill Sam? And it goes back to the fact of Billy cutting him too deep, and he's going to want to get revenge. And we can still have Sam somewhere along being a killer. It's not that hard. She killed Tara's father. She now wants revenge on Sam. Stu wants revenge on Billy. Common ground.
So
Kill
are
his
you
daughter.
saying that it's going to be revealed? And I'm not arguing one side or the other. I'm actually interested. Are you saying that it's going to be revealed in this movie that Sam killed Tara's father? Is that going to
Yes.
be okay?
Because of the whole dark secret.
Right. So she she stabbed him or caused an accident. Like, is she going to blame him? Like, after that, he got drunk and went driving and got into a car accident. And she still secretly harbors that towards Tara. Tara harbors those feelings towards Sam because she killed her dad.
I would go with the whole stabby. I mean,
okay, it got
I'm
nasty.
sorry.
No, I like it, dude. I mean, I like I said, hit fucking say everything.
And it's not just the fact that I don't want Sam being a killer. When you think about retrospect here, who's the far better actress? Melissa Barrera or Jenna Ortega?
No question. There's no
Jenna
question.
Ortega by far. Who do you think we would get a much different version of Melissa Barrera really acting than the same version? I also don't think so. I think Jenna Ortega would be more of a shock and it would be more entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, if someone's gonna, I mean, I'm not the biggest Sam supporter when it comes to her acting abilities, especially if you compare the two. But she did show she can go nuts. She did show. I'm not. Believe me, I'm the least biggest Sam defender when it comes to her acting chops. But she showed that she could play nuts pretty freaking well. But I do agree that I think Tara would. Even if Sam does it well, imagine what Jenna Ortega could do. So I agree with you. Carey, you're up. Why is Bob wrong?
Well, first of all, she's tiny as hell. So what can she actually really do?
So when everybody was coming up with those theories based off of the eyes and that shot, right, where she's hanging off the balcony and like she looks like a killer, I didn't say that that's where I'm not going to put my vote towards that idea. But what I would say is she would be the perfect, to use a sports analogy, point guard. She would be the perfect person to assist by getting people into places where she knows.
Like an Angelina.
Yes, but
that's
where
how
it's actually acknowledged in the movie, though. So she would be the perfect point guard. If what Bob is saying is correct, is if she is pissed off at Sam and she basically wants to take everybody out, she could never don the Ghostface mask. And I agree, she's very tiny. It would be obvious if she was in a Ghostface mask that she was the killer. Same with Amber, realistically, but she could be the one facilitating all the murders, where they're happening, when they're happening, and so on and so forth. So, but again, I don't think that she's going to be involved.
So how would you explain Mr. Barbarino? How would you explain her getting attacked in Scream 5? She was stabbed 7 times. Why would she want to plan out getting stabbed 7 times?
Why would Billy and Stu want to plan out stabbing each other?
They stabbed each other maybe once or twice.
Yeah, but think about it. All it takes is someone to go a little stab crazy while you're doing it.
Well, here's the thing: is the events don't have to directly be connected, like in the sense.
Oh no, I'm not saying they're connected. I said, why would Billy and Stu want to do it?
No. I'm talking. But I'm talking about from 5 to 6. They don't have to necessarily be connected. Where like, why did she get stabbed in 5 is completely different as to why these incidents are happening in 6. So
well, it definitely got the ball rolling, though.
Right. Right. So what I'm saying is like, I don't think that she would be involved with anything that happened in 6. I'm cleaning up my mess, by the way. Hopefully
mean
it's all
5?
dry by now. Yeah, I'm sorry. 5. Did you see what Dino put, by the way?
Yeah.
I'm not answering anymore. I hate not picking with someone. I feel bad.
It's
Exactly,
okay,
Dino. Exactly. As much fun as I have giving this stuff away, I also feel bad for the people that don't win either. So, but maybe I'll just put a Dino moratorium on the next contest, like on Scream 2. I'll be like, everybody but Dino gets to win. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. No, I mean, honestly, who anything can happen, and I could care less. I think the only person I'd be pissed at them making a ghost face would obviously be Sydney, and as long as they don't do that, if they can explain it and it has a good payoff and a good motive and meets all those elements that we love so much about the Scream franchise, I could care less if it's Tara, if it's Sam. Gail, hit and miss, but I don't know, man. I just, as long as it's not Nev, I'm okay with whoever they put under the hood. So
True.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement there. You can't have
Mhm.
Sydney being Ghostface.
Right.
No.
Right.
Although technically she was a little bit in one. If you want to be technical.
She did don the costume, which it's such a weird choice. Why go through the hassle of wasting time to put the outfit on?
I think she was mocking them.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean,
was
she
like
was
a pure
doing the
taunt.
voice changer, but if time isn't necessarily on your side because you got two kind of grown ass men
that are half dying, though.
Yeah, you would think you'd want to be more efficient with your time, though. You would want to be like, I need to hide somewhere where I can creep and pick these guys off one at a time.
She's not going to be thinking too
No,
efficiently.
like I said, I'm the perfect example of showing what happens. A 10-year-old me runs. I was closer to the front door than to the back door, and I ran into the backyard instead of the front yard because I was panicked. So, when you're under stressful situations, if you're not constantly training to critically think under those stressful situations, you're gonna do stuff that doesn't always end up making sense in the end.
Mhm.
No doubt, no doubt. So, anything else, guys? I feel like we way exceeded what I thought we were going to do. I thank you guys both so much for coming and hanging out as long as you did. Is there anything else you guys want to hit besides me afterwards?
I couldn't hit you.
No, because they'll just bounce off your mask.
Well, you could punch the mask off of me. Just look at Roy from what's it called? Part 5, Friday the 13th, Part 5. You could punch the mask right off of me and then see what's doing underneath. By the way, Craven, did I tell you guys Craven saw what is doing underneath here?
Yeah, not cool.
He cried.
Not cool, man.
He cried. It was so.
Mhm.
I swear, it was like when it's like Friday the 13th, Part 4. First time Jason's mask comes off. That look. That's what happened. That's why I wear the mask. I say I spare all of you guys the horror. The horror. It's just awful. Yeah. I. You know who's the most? He's playing around, but Brett James Bishop is so damn curious about what's doing underneath this mask. And I told him, you're only going to be disappointed. You're anticipating something that it's just not going to be. It looks better. I look better with the mask on. My wife tells me every day. Every day. She's like, where's the mask? I was like, it's in the other room. She's like, you should go get it. Yeah, Philip, Craven knows the man behind the mask. Sydney would never be the killer, and I also think she was wearing the costume to hide. Yeah, I mean, that is true. If she was in that dark closet and kind of tucked into a corner, if they would breeze right past her without them seeing for sure. So that's a good point. That's a good point. All right. Anything else, guys? Anything else? Anybody in the chat? Anybody on the panel before we wrap things up?
Let's go Super Bowl ad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's Bob, you got any final words before your team goes and wins the Super Bowl? I'm not saying that because I want to jinx them. I'm saying it because I don't want to see the Chiefs win.
All I'm going to say is fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory.
Yep. It's been a great season for him, and I really, really think that they've got this in the bag. I haven't looked at the odds. I'm assuming that they're probably a 1.5, 2-point favorite, but
we're probably under because Vegas seems to love Mahomes.
Yeah. Well, the refs seem to love Mahomes. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, let's not get into that, or we'll be here for another 2 hours about the Bengals game.
Part of me brought that up just to light a little fire under Carey right now because I know how much she hates the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
But she should be thankful. I mean, the Chiefs eliminated the team that eliminated the Bills.
Yeah.
True.
Hey, look who's here. Hi, Zoe.
Hey,
glad to
Zoe.
see you. Can't imagine me without the mask. It is a part of you. It is. It really. Yeah. So the mask was never planned. It was when I got to go on the Lethal Collective live stream for donating to Jake's movie, and I was like, shit, I don't have anything. I can't show my face. One, it's ugly, but two, because of what I do for a living. And my wife suggested I look for a mask. And so I was like, what mask do I do? Do I do a Batman mask? Do I do Michael Myers? What do I do? You know, I was like, what can I wear that is somewhat breathable, which this thing surprisingly is. But I love the movie V for Vendetta. So that is how this all kind of came about. And then the outfit, this I've had forever, but the fancy little tassel, all that kind of came like I started the new year. I was like, I'm gonna have a new outfit when I do live streams, and this is it. So, but all inspired by that movie. So, yep. Thanks for stopping by, Zoe. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I don't know. I can't stand. I love Andy Reid. I think he's an awesome coach, but I just can't stand the constant favoritism that I feel like they get when they play. So, but I'm wishing you and the Eagles all the best of luck. I'm not the biggest Eagles fan by any stretch of the imagination, but you are my good friend, Bob, and I really, really hope that you get to watch your team win the Super Bowl. And Carey, I have a feeling the Bills are going to get there here within the next couple of years.
Let's hope so.
I really do. Josh Allen's impressive, and he grew up not too far from where I grew up.
Oh yeah, he's a Cali boy.
Mm-hmm. Dino said I would laugh so hard, everyone but Dino. Like to imagine that you're in the witness protection program, and that's why you wear it. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Thank God for McCaffrey VPN. They think I'm in Croatia right now. I think you cracked the code, Zoe. Yep. I'm caught. I'm did you guys ever see Goodfellas? I'm Ray Liotta's character. That's who I actually am. Oh wait, I think he passed away already. Damn it. I'll come up with another person who I am. Make it interesting.
Well, you're doing pretty good for somebody that's not with us anymore.
It's the spirit of Henry Hill. That is who I am. You guys have figured me out. So, yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting, but I'm sure we'll be chatting throughout the Super Bowl, Bob. I'm hoping everything goes your way, though. I really, really, really do.
Me too.
Only time can tell. I don't trust the officials.
Yeah. I think with the amount of eyes that are going to be on this game, I think that they're gonna. I'm hoping that they keep those flags tucked into their pockets. We'll put it that way. Sit on those goddamn flags. Let them play the game. They've come this far. That is all the sports talk I will give you for today. But with all that said, I want to thank everybody in the chat. congratulations to those who've won. Thank you all for subscribing or sharing. I can't believe that I hit 500 subs. That's just absolutely insane to me. Thank you to Carey and Bob. I couldn't have asked for two better people to be on this stream with me when I hit that mark. And I hope that when you guys hit that mark, that I'm able to be there on your live stream as well. And real quick, Bob, I have an Xbox One.
Okay.
Would you and me be able to play live together if we have the same game? Or
we
is it
should be able to, even though I'm on the Series S.
Yeah,
because
so
I've
that's
been playing Uno with people that have just the Xbox One, so we should be able to.
okay. Well, we'll get together and I'll give you my gamer tag, and maybe we can, like, when we're not doing this kind of stuff, we can play some games or something like that together.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Aw, so
But
cute.
I know, right? Making friends. Yay.
It was fun.
It was fun. So yeah, other than that, unless you guys have any parting words that you want to say, I think we're going to wrap this up.
Let's go Scream 6.
Go Scream
Let's go
6.
Scream
All right.
6.
All right. And Evil Dead Rise, please don't suck. Please don't suck. I'm really, really looking forward to that movie. With all that said, everybody, just remember, it's not goodbye. It's see you on the next one. You guys all have a fantastic evening. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And we are out.